What's up, guys? Some Tuesday night hockey.
Sorry we're late. We have been doing some fantastic interviews.
Yeah, adding on to our NWHL series. Guys, what's up? Who is watching tonight? Who are we rooting for tonight? We are doing the Bruins Sabres game. So ready. Bruins, you need this. You need some points.
I'm just so goddamn jazzed about the evening we have had, let me tell you.
Guys, want to know who we've been interviewing tonight?
I don't want to tell you. No, I'll tell you one.
Joke's on everyone. Guys, what's everyone drinking tonight? Why is no one commenting? Guys.
Because I haven't retweeted it yet or posted it anywhere.
Okay, but y'all are there. What's up, bottom line? Hey. Guys, how badly do the Bruins need this? Because I'm just saying. And who did the Sabres beat the other night? The Devils? And they beat them. Is that right?
Oh, they beat the Flyers.
That's the one. Hey, it could happen. Oh, I love Cheerwine. That's like one of my favorite sodas, but I can't find it near me unless I go to like some specific store. Does anyone else at Chinese restaurants really like the little cookie things?
Fortune cookies?
No. They're the little like wontons.
No, I don't really like Chinese food that much. I like sushi.
You got it? Yeah, Flyers. Thanks, Jeff. We got Chinese food the other night, and I saved the cookies. Angry Orchard turned 27. Happy birthday, Jimmy! Bruh.
Yeah, they're recording together today, aren't they?
Are they?
Pretty sure they are.
I don't know. Guys, I am drinking, if you haven't tried this, it's called Fisher's Island Lemonade. It's like a vodka and whiskey take on a seltzer, and it's so good. And it's also 9%. So you know we're going to have a time.
Well, I'm glad. I wish I didn't just grab a beer then.
I also, for my second drink, have a Cantina, which is a tequila-based drink. So, game on, y'all. What other games are we watching tonight, guys? Let us know. Sorry, I'm going to be so noisy. And we recorded earlier today in person. Oh, that's so fun. It just released 3 hours ago.
I need to get some damn
3 hours ago, because we've been doing interviews for like the last 3 hours.
I quite literally got off a work call at 4:57 and joined our first interview at 5 p.m. So
we're doing great, guys, if you can't tell.
Food has not been consumed.
I'm scarfing down like literal Chinese wonton crackers. It's fine. Liquid calories are the diet tonight, guys.
No, I will be having an enchilada in like an hour.
I don't have a boyfriend in the kitchen making me dinner. Oh, Jesus. Guys, cheers to Jimmy's birthday. Happy 27th, Jimmy. Channy, cheers.
I gotta open a drink. Actually, this beer is really good. It's a pineapple beer from Maui.
Speaking of Hawaii, one of our friends from college is living in Hawaii for a month.
She's there for a month?
Yeah. She got there like 2 weeks ago.
I know. I thought she was just on vacation.
No, she's living there for a month. And then we're going to move into New York together. Fun fact. Guys, this shit goes down like water, and it's 9%. If you have not tried Fisher's Island Lemonade, you're missing out. Guys, let us know what games you're watching. We want to know. So much hockey going on tonight. We love a Tuesday and a Thursday hockey night because everyone is playing. Rangers and Devils game. Rangers and Devils? Yeah.
All right, I need a second game to watch. Give me some recommendations here.
Rangers and Devils or Flyers Caps.
Oh, Flyers Caps for sure. Oh, wait.
Because the Flyers need it too.
What channel is that on?
It's a great question.
Is it on national or
ESPN?
National?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Washington. I'm watching Batman like a nerd. What a loser.
Such a weirdo. We know him. That's why we can insult him.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I was going to say I'm not just that mean, but I am.
Our fancy new banner is up, everyone.
Yeah, guys, look at it. And if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed, please do it. Guys, when I tell you the interviews we've been doing today are so good.
Maybe I'll drop one if we hit 50 likes on our video. I'll tell you.
Ooh, good one.
50 likes on the video, and I'll let you know one of the captains we interviewed today.
The first one or the second one?
Who's to say?
They're making the decision. What's up, Lil Boomer?
Oh, Lil Boomer. I heard he changed his Twitter name to Sad Lil Boomer after the trade deadline.
So sad.
I would change it too after the deadline.
We need to do a CBJ game so that we can stream with Lil Boomer. We'll do it one day.
The current program is not available in your region due to local blackout restrictions. That's so.
What are you trying to watch?
Maybe. How?
What do you? Oh, are you trying to watch? Wait. Oh yeah, because you have the Caps. Duh.
I know, but I am not in front of a cable. I'm not in front of a television that's cable. That's how I'm going to word that.
Correct. Got his job.
The national anthem singer for the Bruin, if correct, got his job while he was a bartender at a bar outside of the Garden. And yes. Oh,
yep.
At a bar outside, yes. But Renee Rancourt retired, and they were just having people like sub in because Renee Rancourt retired right before the playoffs. And this guy subbed in, and now he is the anthem singer. And he actually is pretty chill about answering his DM. So I was thinking about asking him to come on the show. If anybody
do it.
If anybody's interested in that, he's a pretty cool dude. And his ties are sick.
What a stylish guy.
Renee Rancourt is really sick. Okay, NBC Sports.
I was just about to try and put on the Devils and Rangers game, but I can't watch that, and I can't watch the Flyers Washington game either. Well, I'm only streaming one game, guys.
Oh, I got the Flyers Washington game.
I don't. I'm too close to everyone.
Never mind, it won't let me stream it.
Guys, what are some score predictions tonight? What up?
Oh, yeah. If you don't hello.
Shannon's really good at predicting scores. So I need your take on the 3 East games that are happening right now.
Yeah, Kevin, I do think he bartends during the game. I think he sings the anthem and then goes and bartends.
Can we go there? Can we interview him during a game at the bar?
I don't know which bar he bartends at. I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out.
Find out.
No. Incorrect. We want Taylor Hall to score his first goal. And if you didn't know, we're doing a giveaway for a signed Taylor Hall All-Star puck that we will be announcing during the game today. So if you haven't yet, check out our Twitter and our Instagram, and you can enter multiple times. I have not picked a winner yet, so please go retweet.
We'll pick. Maybe if you're nice to us, we'll pick you. We did that last time. Someone commented our entire story.
There is someone at the forefront right now, but there is plenty of time for you to move up to the forefront.
Be that winner, y'all.
And also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already.
If you want to know the captains we were interviewing today, you should like this video.
Looks like we're just under 10 likes, which I'm okay with for where we're at right now.
I'm not okay with it.
But I swear to God, guys, Megan and I thought we were going to be so exhausted by the time we got to this stream because we did literally 3 recordings before this, and both had.
I'm living.
But what we both have what many could call unideal days at work, and then did these 3 interviews, and these 3 people were freaking awesome. I am so jazzed at, and yes, I did just say jazz. I am so jazzed at the conversations we just had.
Sabres have already scored.
These are, I think, some of the best interviews we've done so far.
Did you
Buffalo scored
already.
That's unideal. Actually, we're gonna do a.
We gotta predict some shit.
Can I do 2? I can't.
If Buffalo wins, I'll buy something from their store.
No.
Shocking. Guys, if Buffalo wins, what should I buy from their store? Ooh, good one, Shannon. Good idea.
Thanks.
Wow, crazy guys. This is wild. 10 minutes in, Shannon's already in pain. How do you think they're right now?
Swayman's starting to. I wanted Swayman to start and not Vladar.
Alex! Oh my God, I haven't seen Alex in so long.
Alex and I were on Belly Up Fantasy Live last night before my computer crashed.
I saw that was happening. I was already in bed.
Yeah, it was incredible. I actually was on 3 streams yesterday for the NHL trade deadline. So if you are interested, you should check out Belly Up Fantasy Live, the Hero Show on 12 Ounce Sports. What?
So after this, though.
Yeah, no, not right now. Please don't leave. And High and Wide Radio, which is a Flyers podcast. And
I wore that t-shirt to bed last night.
What?
The High and Wide t-shirt.
Oh, same. I wore mine to bed too.
Do you have the orange one or the black one?
The orange one.
I have the black
one. It makes a great gym t-shirt.
It makes a good bed t-shirt. So comfy.
I'll
call it now that the Leafs will be in the Cup final, bro.
You're probably right. What does everyone think about the? Well, you finished my sentence. Trade deadline. What did everyone think about the trade deadline? Obviously, we are pretty happy doing the Bruins Sabres game because Taylor Hall's making his debut. He drove straight up 95 with Curtis Lazar to get there, and Mike Riley drove straight down from Ottawa so that he could avoid quarantine.
Wouldn't Buffalo to Boston be down?
Yeah, but you got to go around and up 95. It's a very odd road.
I have no idea where Boston and Buffalo are compared to each other.
You lose. Bobby, would you be more done with the Bruins or the Celtics?
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, it's really, really concerning when the Red Sox are looking the best right now.
Wow, it's going to be a rough year for Boston, guys.
No.
I'm dead.
I mean, Julian Edelman retired, so we've got a lot of woes in Boston right now, but we've got
sucks.
You know what? It's fine. I mean, we're only down by 1 to Buffalo. It was short.
Speaking of Buffalo, let's get some takes from Buffalo while they're winning so we can get some quality commentary. Brendan.
While they're winning.
For the time being.
Right, yeah, no. It's bound to end at some point or another.
Oh, what is up?
How are you? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Meg Ruff is an understatement.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a difficult year, to say the least.
But hey.
You're winning.
This is true. We'll take that. This is a rare occurrence.
You guys, not for yourselves, but for the rest of us, are so crucial. Because if you can pull out wins, that can help some of us.
This has been life for us for 10 years.
Well, the Bruins don't
like a utility player for the rest of the league.
Thank you. That's honestly like the most useful way that anybody has described the Sabres in, like I said, probably about 10 years. So I guess I'll take that. I've come to terms with it at this point. This is just how we are.
You're not even wearing blue today, so it's fine.
No, I'm not. I'm really not
behind the eyes anymore.
It's honestly part of like a nonviolent protest of just everything that this team has done for the past 10 years. So it's I don't know. I guess I'm not always like chomping at the bit to like wear Sabre stuff. I do by default because like I just own a lot of Sabres clothes. But being a
Sabres fan is just like waking up every day and choosing pain.
No.
It hurts, but yeah.
The Sabres weren't that bad last year, though. That's the thing. Like, this was a quick plummet.
I mean, I'm also a Bills fan, so, like, for the majority of my life, 7 and 9 was all I knew. Like, this whole, like, winning thing is, like, a very new thing to me and to, like, a lot of other Buffalo sports fan my age.
You trained yourself.
Well, exactly, yeah. Like, I had a good, like, 23 to 24 years of just pure heartbreak of being a Buffalo sports fan. And like now I get to enjoy it. So like I've been molded and trained in the pain that getting to experience the good is just the best feeling ever. So I cling to my Bills fandom for sure.
That's fair. Hey,
for
Shan,
some enjoyment.
Charlie McAvoy's back today, Shan.
Oh, I didn't know that was. Yes, I did. I saw him in the pregame skate this morning.
He'd been out for a bit.
congrats on having him. He's awesome.
Yeah, well, it makes up for some of the other draft picks that Don Sweeney's made. So
Fair. Yeah. No, hey, again, if there's another franchise that knows about poor drafting, it is definitely the Sabres.
I did one of the trade deadline live streams yesterday, and they were asking me how I felt about Don Sweeney, and I was like, well, he's having a good day today, but he's had some pretty bad ones in the past. So
Yeah. That's very true.
What you guys do right, though, is your goalie's pads.
Oh, Linus. Yeah, he has.
he's an RFA, right?
What's that?
Is he an RFA at the end of the season?
He is. Yeah, they were potentially. There was a report that had come out that he was going to test free agency, that he wanted to, and then that was shot down soon after because the Sabres didn't end up trading him on deadline day, and it was around like 1:00 a report came out that they're going to try and work on an extension with him. I don't know if he'll stick around, but I mean, pretty much the only thing that Buffalo can do at this point to have players want to play here is overpay them. So you may end up seeing that with him just getting more than he would maybe get elsewhere, like on the open market. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, what about you? I'm curious about like how you feel about the Bruins goaltending situation. Like, are you just completely off the Tuukka train now?
I am. Yes, I have kicked the wheels off the Tuukka train.
There we go.
Why did this happen?
We haven't recorded an episode in like a week, man. It's been all NWHL, so we haven't talked about the Bruins in like a week. But I mean, I have always been a critic of Tuukka Rask. I mean, he has been a point of contention for Bruins fans since 2013 when they lost to the Blackhawks. And it's really interesting seeing where people fall because a lot of people are right. He has been a Vezina playing goalie, but he's not consistent in that. He either goes from a Vezina playing goalie or to a goalie who could not keep mental focus. And it's not an injury problem. It's a mental problem. And it's frustrating as a fan to see that, particularly when we have a veteran goalie that's signed and we have two really great prospects down the pipe. I mean, I was shocked that
playing tonight, so
I mean, he's back from injury, but he wasn't going to play today. I was shocked that Don Sweeney made a move for Taylor Hall because Don Sweeney's a skittish GM, like I said. But I wanted him to shop Tuukka Rask because he's on a contract year to begin with. I don't think they're going to re-sign him. But knowing that Don Sweeney did one move, he wasn't going to do two.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Seattle would take Tuukka?
He's a free – I don't think that him as an unrestricted free agent, unless they sign him strategically so that they cannot protect him, which would be smart, but I don't know if they would do that. I mean, that would be like a Fleury situation. So
would they even have to worry about that with their goalies though? Because aren't they both on entry level contracts right now, or am I mistaken?
No, I think they are both on entry level contracts.
Okay, yeah.
But Halak is an unrestricted free agent also, and Halak is almost definitely going to retire. The other thing is Rask might retire. I mean, if he doesn't get exactly what he wants out of a contract, he's probably going to retire. Which was the other reason I was like, you should probably just shop him because you're literally not going to get anything out of him unless you sign him for 1, maybe 2 more years. And part of me is like, don't rush Swayman into, the roster because you might have a Carter Hart situation. But the other part of me is like, why are you riding the Rask train further? They love to ride the veteran train farther than it needs to go, excluding Chara, which was a mistake.
I was going to – so, yeah, were you on the side of that when they let go of Chara? I mean, did you feel like this was a huge loss, or did you think it was like the end of the road?
We recorded our very first episode the day that they lost Chara, which was just really interesting because I live in Washington, D.C., so it was a mixed bag for me as a Bruins fan seeing him go. And Megan actually sent me a Chara t-shirt, like a Capitals Chara t-shirt, and I wore it today. I just changed out a few hours ago.
That's friendship.
And so I like seeing him thrive in Washington. I'm really happy that he's getting good minutes, and I'm really happy that he's not having to take cuts like our people originally thought. But it's frustrating as a Bruins fan seeing that he's still able to play at a semi-dominant level at 42 years old, and our blue line is suffering both from injuries and from, the lack of leadership for the young guys. I mean, Charlie Mcavoy has done an incredible job stepping up there, but McAvoy himself, I think, is like 24, 23.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can only ask so much of him. I mean, part of me is like, yeah, he could, he's the future there, and he definitely is, but, like, I would have given him another year or two before he had to do that. Like, he lost Krug, too.
Yeah.
So, actually, I'm curious. I mean, did you, like, I guess, were you that surprised when Taylor Hall, like, happened, when that trade happened? Because were you anticipating a D-man was going to be the move?
I wanted a D-man to be the move, but I mean, I had seen going to bed that it was either Boston or Edmonton. So I was surprised that Edmonton didn't win it, just because, again, Don Sweeney doesn't usually win those those trades. But it's the same thing that I talked to Megan about with the Penguins. Like, they needed defensemen. Why did they trade for Jeff Carter? It doesn't make any sense to
Yeah, that was confusing.
But the Bruins did
Joseph
need more
didn't go
shooting.
anywhere.
So. What'd you say?
Theo Joseph didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but he's still in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, but you were saying he was going to go.
They were shopping him. Just because they didn't move him didn't mean they didn't shop him.
I'm just saying he's still there.
I mean, yes, and I do appreciate, because the Ducks are doing the same thing with Trevor Zegras, that they're developing him down in the minors, and then they're going to bring him up, just because they don't want to rush his development. So, I mean, they're doing that with Theo Joseph so that he doesn't get torched on the blue line, because there's no one there. But it's still frustrating to see that the Penguins aren't doing anything to bolster their blue line besides Chris Letang, who, again, is made of glass, and I will stand by that. So.
Fair. I suppose I don't have any lights on in here, so I'm going to turn on the lights.
I mean, how did you feel about, you guys, like, did not get a lot back for Taylor Hall? Like, was that frustrating for you, or are you not that surprised at this point?
So there's like a lot of layers to the whole trade, the result of it, why it happened and everything. And so essentially, to kind of like break it all down, yes, I wish that they would have gotten more than a second round pick and then pretty much swapping Lazar and Bjork. I think that Bjork could have some upside. I mean, we'll see. He's young enough, I guess, for him to like have a change of scenery that can help him turn things around. But yeah, I was definitely expecting more, especially when you looked around the league and saw what other guys were going for. I mean, Nick Foligno is the one that jumps to mind. Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Players.
So Nick Foligno comes to mind immediately because Toronto gave up a first for him. Also, the Florida trade for Sam Bennett, that not only were the Flames able to get a second round pick, they also got a pretty decent prospect who was a second rounder last year. And it's just like, you can't tell me that intangibles, whatever you want to call it, matters more than like what Taylor Hall can provide, given like Nick Foligno's skill set and Taylor Hall's and their track record, all of it. And even their ability now. I mean, Taylor Hall, it was in Buffalo. He definitely, I think, is on a downward trend. I don't think it's going to be possible for him to shoot 2% for the rest of his career. So I think that that'll end up evening out. But he's not the player who he was 3 years ago when he won the MVP. He's not really like, he drives play, but he's not like a superstar in the way that he used to be. The problem though with all of this is just that like Kevin Adams, the Sabres GM, is a first-time GM, so he doesn't know how to utilize leverage in any kind of trade. He has no experience in the front office. He doesn't have any assistant GMs or an actual president of hockey ops who can like help him with how to navigate through that and establish connections and know how to do this. So it was just frustrating that I understand that Taylor Hall had a no movement clause, and so he was in control of where he would have wanted to go. But I mean, like, Vegas was rumored to be involved, and you're going to tell me that, no offense, but like Vegas is a lot deeper than Boston is in terms of their prospects, like for the Cup.
I thought about wearing my Vegas jersey tonight.
I was talking about this yesterday as well, looking back at the trade, and part of it to me is it's a risk and a benefit, right? No, that's not a surprise to anyone. But looking at it, Taylor Hall blatantly said during his post-trade goodbye interview, goodbye, hello, he was like, I know that I was not great in Buffalo. Like, that is not news to anyone. He said, I was nervous. I was playing skittish. And part of it is, Buffalo was not great. There was a lot of pressure put on him because he was supposed to be one of those, like, just like Eichel, just like Reinhart, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But then you go to Boston And although Boston has more pieces than Buffalo did, I guess, I mean, the amount of star caliber players are pretty comparable. The pressure is going to be the same because Boston's primary issue is putting pressure on their top line, and Krejci gets lumped into that pretty often. So it's just going to turn into, am I putting pressure on Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak to those three plus Krejci and Taylor Hall, especially now that Bjork's gone and DeBrusk is playing horribly. It's going to be like, oh, well, we traded for Taylor Hall. What's he going to do when he gets here? And if he wants to stay here long term, this is basically a tryout. So, you know, if he doesn't play well, if they don't do well in the playoffs, which if they don't get seeded, well, first of all, if they don't make it, but if they don't get seeded against Capitals, they're probably not going to do well in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's like a give and take, right? Like, I don't think it's any less pressure.
Yeah, I mean, to me, though, I know what quote you're talking about. And what really bothered me and what bothered a lot of Sabres fans is he had said, like, he just wanted to be one of the guys and just fit in. But it's like, my man, if you are getting paid $8 million and you won the MVP 3 years ago, you are not just one of the guys. Like,
but also, what else bonds the guys than literally, like, blowing? Like, being, like, I don't know, when you just get into the locker room and you're like, wow, guys, like, fuck. I don't know. That should really be like a bonding experience. They're like, damn, maybe we should get our shit together versus him just feeling like uncomfortable, which, like, I am by no means criticizing his like mental stability, but like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it should have been a bonding moment for him and Jack Eichel. Like, you're both MVP caliber players. Like, shouldn't this be a point in which you can relate to one another and be like, shit, like, we're stuck in Buffalo blowing. Like, they had the same and they were sitting out. I mean, they played semi-comparable games. Like,
they shouldn't have been as bad as they were, for one. And I think a huge, the overarching thing with all of this, like, GM aside, the Pagulas aside, the roster aside, their coach was the worst coach in the history of the franchise. And that is saying something when you look at some of the even recent head coaches that we've had. Ralph Krueger is literally the worst coach of all time. Like, that dude, honestly, like, legally should not be allowed to step foot in the city ever again. If you look at, like, how the team in general has looked, like, they look completely different under him. And it's obvious why. Like, all of the things that, like, fans were criticizing and analysts were criticizing about why the team was performing poorly, as soon as he leaves, all of those things immediately start to look better. Like, Rasmus Dahlin is the prime example of that. Like, people were getting, like, you have to be patient with defensemen, especially, obviously, but, like, people were getting legitimately concerned that he just looked lost. And it was in large part because of how Krueger was handling him and, like, pretty much just having him try and be something that he's not.
That's Torrey Krug's exact problem in St. Louis. That
Right.
He was averaging 45 assists a season from his rookie year up until last season, and he has 6. He has 6 and 1 goal, which is not a production issue. That is absolutely a misuse of a player, and maybe it's a slight production issue, but, like, he should not be put on the power. Like, the way that they were using him was completely inappropriate, and that is a prime example, just like Dahlin, of coaches not being able to utilize particularly a defenseman's skill set.
Right. And that goes even to, like, the greater conversation, which, like, I know all of our respective teams have had coaches like this, that these old school mindsets where it's not about conforming, like, the strategy to the strengths of the players. It's about, like, making the players play to a system, even if it doesn't fit with their skill set. And that's how coaches are always, and teams are doomed to fail, you know? And that's what Krueger did. He tried to implement this arcane system. He wanted them to be the Islanders, but one, the makeup of the team isn't like that. And two, he just sucks as a coach. So, like, he couldn't execute it in the way that a guy like Trotz could. And I know, like I said, both of your teams have had coaches like that too, where they just, like, it's like banging your head against the wall because they just won't play guys the way that they're supposed to be played. Like, Dahlin is going to be, like, at his peak, he could be Erik Karlsson with the Sens, not Victor Hedman. You know, like, Hedman is a dominant two-way force who is, like, just a behemoth of a man. And Karlsson was, like, straight offense, but because he was so good at offense, that's, like, automatically made him good at defense. And Krueger wanted him to be, like I said, something that he just wasn't. And that's why he looked god awful for the past year.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the reason Claude Julien got pushed out in Boston, and it's the reason he got pushed out in Montreal because he was misusing players. And I don't think Claude Julien's a bad coach by any means, but he has that old mindset. And I think Alain Vigneault is facing a similar problem in Philadelphia, that he's using players in a very specific to stick with a very specific core, and it's not working. And everyone is afraid to mix up and make a large change, which, I mean, it might not work. But you're never know until you try.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Mike Sullivan.
We are a bunch of people. Sorry, I was like MIA for a second. Emmy submissions are due tonight.
What'd you send in?
Not from me, but I work
Did you nominate us?
My job does. So I have to contribute things, and someone's like scrambling for something, and they needed someone's name like for tonight for an Emmy submission. So I was like, fuck. I'm not supposed to curse on the stream anymore.
Says who?
To know.
My job, Shannon. I'm PG, remember?
I said a loud F-bomb like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't hear it, so it's fine. But yeah, no. Shannon and I talk this a lot. I also have issues with like potential trading for the Penguins. It like feels wrong just being like such like a Penguins loyalist for so long and like liking our system. But like I'm like consciously trying to make an effort to be okay with the trade. Maybe I'm not like there yet.
Bruins goal, David Krejci. If that was a Taylor Hall assist, man.
Was it? Are they on the same line?
Wow, literally doing more in one game than he did.
No, I don't think he was on. I think it was between lines.
I didn't think he was on this line.
Yeah, isn't he
playing? He's supposed to be on this line, but I don't think he was on.
Oh, okay. Why did I think he wasn't? But regardless, I'm coming to terms with the thought of Letang leaving because we really do need
damn time, man.
Okay, well, that's not updated, Shannon.
Oh, why didn't it work?
I'm coming to terms with Letang potentially leaving because we need defense more than we need offense. But also, can Malkin come back now?
Right. He's been out forever.
The most we need him is like a stupid video of him and Sid racing Zambonis on Instagram.
Oh my
God. Come on. But Sid won't leave. Like,
well, what about Malkin? Is that a possibility?
No, you should have shopped Malkin. You don't need Crosby and Malkin. You have too many old offensive players to play the same.
No, I know. I'm just saying Sid's not going to leave. We could put Malkin somewhere else. That's fine. But I don't think they're going to do that. Like, I think the biggest shakeup to the system is going to be Chris Letang going somewhere else or leaving. Like, he can't stay healthy. He's not as effective as he used to be unless we're in a 3-on-3, because then like his line of the 3-on-3 is actually really good, which is why we are pretty decent in 3-on-3 for OT, but still, it's a mess, and it's.
Yeah. Do you want them to trade Malkin?
Oh, I do. Not my team.
We did a jersey order. We're gonna sell merch, so stay tuned. I don't know who asked that originally, but stay tuned, y'all.
Oh yeah, they should be coming this week if you did order one.
Yeah.
Well, they're coming to me this week. Then I have to ship them to you. So
Shannon has to ship me a lot of things, like the sweatshirt he's wearing right now. I have that too, apparently. Oof. Somewhere. I don't want them to. I think Malkin, this season is like so hard because he's just been so off. Which, like, if he back to normal setting, I don't even know what my hair is doing today. I'm so aggravated. If he's back to like who he is next season when things are like kind of back to normal, no, like let him be. He's gonna contribute. It's gonna be fine. But if he still is like shitting the bed, then yeah, get rid of him. Like we can like foster young talent. There's no reason not to retrain the next era of the Penguins if they're not performing.
Yeah, totally get that. Totally get that. How does it feel to have former Sabre Evan Rodriguez on the squad?
I literally saw him the other day and I was like, whomst? Like, where'd you come from? News to me. But, I mean, he's fine. He's scored for us already. He's playing fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my God, such a good acquire there. Like,
right.
You know, but like, I think he's doing well and I think he's fitting in fine. But
yeah, I mean,
see what happens. Because like it's looking now like we're gonna. Who emailed me? It's looking now like we're gonna make it somewhere. Especially if we're the number 3, I would really love that because then we'll have an easier way.
Mm-hmm. How crazy speaking of the division, how crazy are the Flyers? Like I thought that they were gonna low-key win the division. I mean, Carter.
That's why I was saying they're one of those teams. I mean, I don't love Alain Vigneault's coaching style, but it baffled me that they didn't try to make a big move at the deadline because they have a core that has been there for a while. Drew is paid $9 million. Voracek has passed his prime. There were a couple different guys that they could have really moved, and they made absolutely nothing. They just stuck with their core, and I guess that's fine if you know you're not going to make the playoffs, but what are you going to do in the offseason then? I mean, everybody's going to be strapped for cash. No one's going to want to do anything. This was a time before people really were ready to accept the lack of cap space that you could have tried to do something, and they didn't.
Right. Yeah, no, totally. I'm curious for who Seattle's going to end up taking from them. I've been thinking about that because they do have I'm curious for who they're going to leave unprotected because like you said, they have like a weird mix of old guys who are at the end of the road and then some underperforming younger players too. So it should be pretty
interesting. Expansion's going to be so interesting.
What's that?
So the expansion is just going to be so
Oh my God. Yeah. Who have either of you thought about like who you think will get taken from the Pens and the Bruins?
Not really.
No, I mean, the thing is there are so many people from the Bruins that they could not protect. Like the prospects it's pretty deep, and it depends. I know that there's 2 different ways they can do it, depending on if they want to do it skaters or then for offense and defense. So I think once we get closer and we see, who from the top and who from the bottom are doing better, once we get closer to the playoffs, if they even again make the playoffs, then it might be better to see. But again, Bruce Cassidy loves to line tinker. He moves people up and down so often that it's hard to tell who he's really leaning toward and who he's not. So I don't know.
I think it also just like really depends on like what direction Seattle wants to go in.
True.
Because like there's so many different scenarios that could happen. And I kind of was like waiting for the trade deadline to come and go to see like, okay, are there any last minute like power moves to like let people go? Like I do start thinking about it eventually. But there's just so many possibilities with this type of expansion. But they can have my goalie if they want.
What, Jari or Jerry?
Yeah, Jari.
Really?
Oh, I hate him.
Are you all on the DeSmith train then?
Ham.
Okay.
Okay. Not as like a full-time goalie. Like we need a new one of those. But I think he's better than Jari, and I think Jari's just like shitting the bed, and it's
kind of like a 1B kind of thing. If you were to find somebody who could be a 1A to like, if they were like a tandem, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm surprised. I didn't realize. I mean, they totally committed to him too. That's crazy that it took so long, or didn't take that long for them to. I mean, is that like a commonly held like opinion among like fans too? Like, is everybody pretty much just like done with this dude? Like, is he on the way out? I guess is what I'm getting at.
I don't know. I think it's like kind of a mixed bag because like he's had his moments. Like he started the season horribly, and I think everyone could agree with that. But he came back after an injury doing better and then kind of started to shit the bed again. So I think there are like kind of a mixed bag there, but who's to say? I mean, I'm a Fleury girl through and through. I'm never going to like a Penguins goalie who isn't Fleury. Like I have his Vegas jersey. He's my favorite. But
that's awesome.
It's just different.
I feel like Marc-Andre Fleury to you is like Ryan Miller to like Sabres fans. So I super feel that, like the love there. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. He's my guy. Like I will follow Fleury anywhere. Where he goes, I will get him. Fine by me. I like kind of like wanted him to go to Seattle, but so I could like get another jersey and have a reason to be a Seattle fan.
It would be pretty cool.
Like go to Vegas fandom and whatever for a minute, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have heard there's already been like communications with like him and the Vegas organization that like he can retire a Golden Knight if he wants to.
Wow.
So, that is I was hearing recently.
Well, and he's getting up there in age to begin with.
He's what, like 36 or something? 37?
Yeah. Something like that. Also,
I mean, it's incredible he looks as good as he does at 36. Also, The Sabres aren't a power play.
Like, what is your skincare routine? He is 36. Yeah.
Seattle has a lot of like really smart people on their staff too. Like they loaded up on like their analytics staff. I'm pretty sure I've read. And even though Jason Botterill, who is like the worst GM in Sabres history, he's like I think the assistant GM there behind Francis. They I think are gonna like probably be like do something not as I don't think they'll be as good as Vegas is right out of the gate, but like I think earlier on at least they will probably compete. I don't know. I think like a lot of good players are just going to be available, or like players like who are maybe like kind of like Fleury in a way where they're towards more the end of their career, but something like this can inject some new life into them.
Yeah, like still effective.
Yeah, right.
Totally.
And the power play didn't happen. Like nothing happened from it. 9-3 in shots. Whew.
I mean, hey, I just feel like shot counts just like don't matter anymore after the few games that have happened recently where like, what was it? The Penguins, Rangers, the Pens had so many more shots, but the Rangers literally killed us. Oops.
Well, screw the Rangers. I would say another word for it, but
except for the fucking, what's it called? The reverse retro. That's a great one.
Oh my God. Yeah. More so just like, I feel like Sabres fans especially are like annoyed. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but like Rangers fans are like kind of annoying a lot of times, at least like in terms of.
Depends on the fan.
It depends. Yeah, right. It does. I'm a little biased for.
I realistically live in New York.
Oh, like, do you? Where in New York?
Normal time, I would. Someone just pointed out to me that I swore again. I know. I realistically would live in New York, so like I don't hate the Rangers. Like I have a friend who has season tickets, and I like go to games and stuff, and it's fun. Or it did, but with Shannon, you know, or Lauren has season tickets.
I'm just busy deleting rude comments from our
deleting haters. That's fine. I was like watching. I was like, guys, we have a lot of haters. If you
oh my God, I didn't even realize that. Oh,
I blocked them. Don't worry. If you're rude in the comments, I'm going to block you. So.
Wow. I just realized that there were comments here. Oh man.
It's fine.
Oh, what's up?
Who was it who changed their what was the OG name of Slap Shots Regards podcast fan base? You changed it to something else before too. Oh my God, what was your actual
Wait, what was that?
This one was something else and has been on our streams before, and then when they come here, they make their name something about us and it's fun. I can't remember what it started as.
No, I do not want Torts to be the next coach of the Sabres. Absolutely not. No. What's that?
When did you go on another power play? Did I miss that?
Apparently a minute and a half ago. Yeah, I'm not a Torts fan at all, though. Like, I just think that the guy is a jerk. Redacted for another word that I would use.
Wait, for this, if you're rude to me outside of the comments, and I know who this is because you're texting me things, I will block you on here too from all of your accounts. So.
Oh yeah, it was Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, so funny. Love it. We'd love to hear it. See,
also,
some people
why would anybody be mean in a like? Come on, why are you being?
There's literally no purpose. Why? What?
No one's making you watch if you don't.
Major dweeb energy. Yeah, right. No one's major dweeb energy.
I'm also like missing the actual comments here because I was freaking sitting here deleting other comments. So like all of you that are here, thank you for being here.
Yeah, we appreciate you all.
Yes, Bruce Boudreau. Yes. Bruce is who I want. If you should listen to the podcast that I co-host. It's called Straight Up Sabres. Sorry, don't mind if I give a shameless plug really quick. But my co-host Taylor and I, we are both like super on the Bruce Boudreau train. He's my number one option who I would want to be the next Sabres coach.
Old man yells at clouds.
Yes. Absolute weirdos. If you're coming on here and commenting mean stuff, Jeff
is like one of our faves. are you accepting donations? I don't know how that works, but I was on a stream last week and I just started giving out my Venmo. It was really funny.
Were people sending stuff?
No.
There's a way to donate on YouTube. But I don't
I'm
know.
going to Venmo charge this bitch for something. And I was like, I haven't done it yet. So.
I think you have to monetize the channel, and I certainly have not done that yet. But I'll monetize the channel if we get to 50 likes.
I'll give you my Venmo if we get to 50 likes and you can charge
man.
me $1.
Oh, we're not at 50 likes, people. You're never going to find out who our guest was that we just recorded with.
No, but there is still time to enter our giveaway for Taylor Hall signed All-Star Puck. If you have not yet, you are going to miss out.
This is the truth.
Not that we're picking right now, but like dethrone the front runner of this giveaway right now.
I won't even.
Is there a front runner?
There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There doesn't need to be, though. You can all go on to our Twitter or our Instagram.
I was going to say, our fan base over here account, do some retweets and stuff, and maybe you can win. Almost done with this first period here. I'll make a comment in about 5 seconds.
Buffalo's about to finish up, or is this the same power play and I'm that far behind?
No.
This is the third power play.
Yeah, I think it is.
In the last like 5 minutes, and every time we look, it's like a minute into a new.
I know.
Like
seriously.
Okay, guys, it's 1-1.
All right.
First period. What?
They would have scored. I said if that period didn't end, they probably would have scored. Swayman was down.
For sure. I did not see this going this way with a tie.
Going
but
what?
I'm not mad at it.
There's so much
like
time.
the
Going
gap.
what way?
I thought the Bruins would be up at least by 1. But I also want that gap between the Bruins and the Pens to keep growing. So good for the Sabres.
Omash G, welcome. This is a cool show. Thank you for joining us.
What's that picture?
It's the picture.
Also, hey, Jenner61, that is our Twitter handle too.
Yeah, that's them.
Wow, this is a game changer right now with these
guys.
comments.
Yeah, follow Straight Up Sabres on Twitter. Do you have anything else? Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, we're on Instagram and on Facebook too.
Incredible.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, this is your opportunity right now to find all of us on social media and then come right back. So
True. We had talked about it, I think like a couple months ago, and then I think scheduling was weird, but we want to have you on too soon. So I mean, I don't know what are you doing Sunday? Want to record on if you're free on Sunday?
Perhaps.
I think I am free on Sunday.
Wow.
I just gotta finish my homework.
The behind the scenes magic happening in real life. Wow.
Are you kidding me right now? Stop saying rude things and I won't ban you.
Again, major dweeb energy. All of the nice comments, cool guy energy, cool lady energy, cool whoever you are energy. We need
cool person.
We need cool person energy.
Do you like the Bruins? Shannon likes the Bruins. Shannon eats, sleeps, and breathes the Bruins. I do not.
Neither do I.
Guys, if you want to have us on your shows, just like send us a DM. And we're so bad at responding to DMs, but we will respond.
Feel that. Not like you. I'm saying like we are too.
I was gonna say. I mean,
we are too. No,
busy person energy.
I meant we. I meant myself. I'm sorry.
Fine.
As soon as I said it, I was like, no.
Guys, it's not drinking alone if you're on a live stream.
See, I didn't know what the vibe was. I was gonna grab a beer. I wasn't sure.
To be fair, sometimes we don't, and sometimes we do. It really depends on the mood. It depends on the day at work. It depends on
the cleanse, which we've done. Which us live streaming on a cleanse, not fun. Oof. But other times,
don't cleanse.
Oh, nice.
These are my favorite guys. I'm gonna say this. I said it once. I'll say it again. Fisher's Island Lemonade is a whiskey vodka beverage. It is 9%, and it is fantastic.
What is it called?
It's called Fisher's Island Lemonade. It's not sold everywhere. It was new last year.
I'm gonna look it up because that sounds super up my alley, but I don't think that they.
It literally tastes like lemonade, but it's with like a tint of whiskey. It's so good.
Wow. Have either of you ever been to Buffalo before?
No.
But we did an interview with did we publish that one? I think we published it yesterday with a Buffalo Buttes player.
I saw that, the captain of the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
What was that?
Yeah, she was really fun to talk to, Taylor Kersey. She had a lot of cool things to say about Lake Placid because she wasn't actually able to go because she is a police officer in Ontario and they don't get 2 weeks off. So she transitioned into a scout type role for the duration of Lake Placid, and then the Buttes didn't make it to Boston because she is literally an offensive powerhouse and is like their entire offense. So they did not do particularly well in Lake Placid. But she was really interesting to talk to. She's been their longtime coach. Her sister actually plays for the Buttes also. So it's been really cool. Like I said, we recorded with 3 NWHL players today to finish up. And we've got one more that we've got to record with to wrap up our series review. We did a player from every team.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
Yeah,
awesome. We did 3 back-to-back today, and now we're drinking here.
Hey, that's awesome. Very, very cool. Have you ever, are you mutuals or follow Melissa Burgess? Does that name ring a bell? She covers the NWHL and the Buttes here in Buffalo. We've had her on our podcast before. You should super hit her up. She's great. She's like so knowledgeable of like the inner workings of the league. Like on top of just like having really good coverage as well. So she would be a great person to have on if you're ever looking for like enhanced commentary on the NWHL.
Yeah, I just followed her. We'll see.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah, well, it's been interesting because there really aren't a lot of accounts that do women's hockey coverage. So like when I go to send her, I usually send it to a couple different like relevant accounts. If we cover Rangers, like we had Ron Duguay on, and so I sent it to a bunch of different people. But then we have NWHL stuff going on, and there's not a lot of people to send it to because there's not a lot of accounts that cover women's hockey. Granted, it being so large this year, not a lot of people have really caught on to it yet with, everything that's going on with the NHL and COVID-19 and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's been interesting.
Also, I feel like I want to just quickly, if anybody who is a Rangers fan is listening, and I want to just explain my anti-Ranger sentiment, it is solely because the amount of just horrible Jack Eichel trade proposals I've seen, just the most preposterous proposals like imaginable, and it gets a lot of Sabres fans very angry. So that is why.
It's okay. We forgive everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. So
yeah, NWHL. Alex and Zach are friends of ours. They also have a pod. But yeah, guys, everyone should watch the NWHL. It's literally
now that it's on national television too. It's not.
Yeah, and it's just such good hockey. So gotta check it out.
One of the things I actually had talked to Melissa about that. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on it or not, but like, I guess what direction or like funding does like the NWHL need to be more like, I guess like sustainable is really the word, obviously there's been a lot of turmoil over the past few years, and a lot of that comes from just not having adequate funding. And I feel like one of the points that I think is kind of interesting is like for the Sabres, for example, their owners, the Pagulas, used to also own the Buttes, and they did it for a year, and they pretty much like treated them the way that professional hockey players should be treated in terms of the amenities provided to them, travel accommodations, stuff like that, locker rooms and everything, like really like, tech, all of that stuff. And so like, do you feel like it should be something that like the NHLA collaborates on, or do you feel like it would make more sense to have like other owners of professional sports leagues or just wealthy people, I guess, in general, kind of provide that funding?
I don't think we had a conversation with Anya Packer, who was the NWHL Players Association director. And then she was saying, because I asked, what's the goal for the next, 9 years, 10 years? And she said,
what's up to everyone coming from Off the Wall Hockey? Happy to see you guys again. Thanks, John. We're talking about women's hockey. Stick around if you want to know more. Shan, go for it.
Awesome.
And Dogecoin is about to hit 1, so.
If you guys did just come over from Off the Wall Hockey, make sure you like the video. Make sure you have subscribed. If you haven't yet, we're trying to hit 50 likes on the video so that we can make a big announcement about a guest we have coming on this week. So please like.
And we're doing a giveaway tonight of a signed puck
Yeah,
from an all-star game. So be sure to be on the lookout. Anyway, Shannon, back to you. Sorry.
Yeah, so we had Anya Packer on for a 2-part interview. We did a preview for the Isabel Cup Championship, and then we also talked just about her and her job with the NWHLPA and what they're doing. And I was like, what is, the goal for the next 9 or 10 years? And she was saying, they're really honing in on sponsorships. They're really jumping in on that large bill that they can get. And that's what they've been doing the last 2 years, and it's clearly made a difference because they've had Dunkin' Donuts for a couple of years, but they've gotten Discover, they've gotten some of those bigger organizations that have really been able to do simple things like pay for their equipment, which is something that they were paying for prior. I mean, obviously, like salaries haven't necessarily gone up the same way that they wanted them to, but paying for equipment is significant, and paying for travel is significant. Everything in Lake Placid to make those players feel more special and, make sure that the turnover wasn't as significant, which is also something that's been really bad with the NWHL, that you play for a year or two and then you're like, I don't want to balance this with my job and my family because the pay is not worth it. So things like that have been really big for them. And I think that what they're doing in terms of finding sponsors and making sure that they're on national television and just spreading awareness is really important. And one of the things that we were discussing on the episode, which was significant, is that I lost my train of thought looking at
John,
the chat. What'd you say?
I'm telling John to go check his Twitter DMs.
Oh. One of the things that was significant was we had spoken to, at our alma mater, American University, we had spoken to a class at the School of Communication that morning about branding and social media and all of that, literally the same day that we did the interview with her. And the professor had asked us, why don't you guys cover solely women's hockey? Like, obviously you guys are women in hockey. Isn't that something you guys are interested in? And I said, frankly, to Anya, there's a ceiling there because there's literally only so many people that know about women's hockey. And so we can educate to a certain point, but as people who really want to grow as, podcasters and people in hockey social media, there really is a ceiling until the league can do more education. And not that we don't want to support that in any way, but it is a give and take, and it's an interesting give and take. It's a chicken and egg problem. And so it's been something that we've really been trying to look at while we talk to these players every time we record an episode, and what they're doing on their individual platforms. Like, they've each got a few thousand followers just because they play. But then what kind of awareness do they do with that? What kind of growth do they do with that? Do they just, grow their personal brand, or do they try to advocate for women's sports and things like that?
Right. That's a really good answer. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's always interesting to get that insight. Yeah. I mean, that's got to be cool too, to like have that like eye-opening, just like hearing it from the source from them too, especially like living it, like it's such a transitional period. I feel like with the NWHL and a lot of the people who are in it right now, I mean, hopefully 2-3 years from now, this won't be as much of an issue by that point, and they'll have it figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. One can only hope. But guys, we're at the top of the hour, 8:00. Brendan, thank you so much for joining us. Remind everyone where they can find you on social, because everyone should shoot you a follow.
Thank you. Yeah, so you could find my podcast, Straight Up Sabres, that I co-host with my buddy Taylor. That could be found on Twitter. We're at Straight Sabres. And then on Facebook and Instagram, you could find us at Straight Up Sabres. We're part of 2 networks, the Hockey Podcast Network and Buffalo Fanatics. So make sure you check us out. We would really appreciate it. We put out new episodes every Monday and Thursday. So we'll have a new episode coming out in 2 days where we're going to be giving instant reaction to the Taylor Hall trade in depth, and then really just how the rest of the year is going to look for the Sabres, and should be pretty interesting. So we'd really appreciate it. You can find me on my personal Twitter too. It's Brendan, BRENDAN 1423. So thank you for having me, though. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'm glad I got to come on and chat with you both, and I can't wait to have you both on Straight Up Sabres very soon.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Wait, guys, before we bring in our next guest,
I need to figure out how to unblock Kevin.
Shannon blocked one of our friends by accident. And
well,
also,
you guys were saying rude things in the chat, and now I can't figure out how to unblock it.
How do we do this, Shannon?
I need to monetize our account.
Okay, well, guys, my Venmo is at Miss Meg Rach. I'm the worst. Don't mess with me.
Anyone knows how to unblock
Anyway,
someone.
guys, bringing in our next guest. We won one of their giveaways. We've been wanting to have them on the pod or not the pod, the pod, but the live for a while now. Snipe and Sally, Mark, thank you for joining us.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so excited to be on here. Full transparency, one of my co-hosts was supposed to be joining me as well, but she had to cancel last minute. But I'm very, very excited to get on.
Excited to have you. How are you feeling about this game so far?
I feel better about I'd say the second half of the period minus the final 3 minutes where the Bruins decided that, they're just going to all team up in the penalty box.
That's fair.
Curtis Lazar fits in perfectly. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him so far. People kind of thought that was like a depth throw into a trade. No, I think that's a key to your fourth line, having a player like him.
Yeah, as long as they can get fourth liners to build around him, which has been a problem. So, I mean, there's a lot of hope there. I like that they've found at least one piece that they can maintain and not move around too much. And then Mike Riley didn't look too bad on the blue line either. And I'm glad we've got Charlie McAvoy back. Megan pointed that out while I was working on the live stream. So there's some hope here as long as Taylor Hall can pick it up.
Yeah, Taylor in his own zone had a couple giveaways. I mean, that's kind of been his MO always, but you bring him in because you want the offensive upside, and we're hoping he can flip that switch that's been on the offside for about 2 seasons now.
Yeah, I mean, David Pastrnak gives away things in his own zone all the time, and he is awful at getting back on defense. They're there for the sharp shooting and the skill scoring. So, I mean, if they can keep that going and Pastrnak can get it back and Taylor Hall can get it back, at least one of them would be great. If both of them could get it back, that would be incredible.
Yeah, and Taylor too. I mean, I think because he was expecting to get moved, I think this is like his first game in a week and a half. So, that's also tough.
Yeah, he had been sitting up for a long time. That was one of my biggest arguments about how bad his points looked. He hasn't played in a week and a half. So, if he's missing all those games, it's pretty hard to put points up. Yeah,
and I as the people were talking about what the Bruins should do at the trade deadline. I mean, my dream addition was Ricard Raquel. I would have loved to add him, but I just think the Ducks smartly wanted to hold on to him. But Hall is a player. He's been excellent in pretty much any other 5x5 measurable except for scoring. Like, scoring is dangerously low. Everything else is great. So if you can just get him to finish, to net a couple, then things could really start to move for him quickly.
Can be a better entity once there's like that little click almost.
Exactly. So, I mean, for the first time in probably forever, he's in the middle of a playoff race. So, that has to feel good too.
Which, how convenient to be traded from, the Sabres to a contender.
Exactly.
Totally a different way to end the season there.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I like that he's able to, drive from Buffalo. He's like, I'm just going to drive. I don't want to have to quarantine. Let me get here ASAP. It's
that's like a sign of someone who just wants to play hockey. Like, if you were in it for the money, if you were in it for something else, it's hard because you're fine, I'll do the quarantine, whatever. But this is just a dude who literally just wants to play at the moment.
Yeah, and he just wants to get out there. He seems energized by the move. Bruce Cassidy said the Bruins locker room seemed energized by the move. I mean, despite his struggles, he has that reputation throughout the league. So, that can really galvanize a locker room. And, I know the Bruins fans enjoy overreacting because I live tweet each game. I see it, but you got to give this new group time to gel, and they're still missing a couple defensemen as well. So once they get fully healthy, you can see what this team can do.
For sure. To answer this question, wow, I'm blocked now. I don't know if they're called the same, but a lot of the Big Ten schools, I know at least because I go to a Big Ten school for grad school. And grew up in the fandom, but they have really good women's hockey teams. They're definitely contenders. These programs are great. And now having the NWHL, there's a lot more opportunity for them to keep going. So I can only imagine that it's going to keep building. So yes, they do have conferences. I'm not sure what they are. but because I know it changes with smaller sports. But Shannon and I, for our undergrad, went to a school that was in what's called the Patriot League. It was a joke, but it's fine.
I went to
grad school.
I went to a Big East school, so we had basketball, but that was it.
Oh, what school?
Seton Hall.
Okay. Are you from Jersey?
No, but I did live there all 4 years, year round while I was there.
I'm from Jersey. I'm in
Oh,
Jersey.
nice.
Oh,
Awesome. I miss it. I besides not being able to pump my own gas, I do miss Jersey.
Which people send so much hate. One of my friends is like a TikToker, which sounds really dumb, but like she literally just is a TikToker. She's also an actress who like tours and shit, but not the point. And she like posted something about asking for gas. It was like, tell me you're from Jersey without telling me you're from Jersey. And she was like, oh, fill it up with like $20 regular, please. And people were like, bitch, pump your own gas. I'm like, it's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. So like, don't hate on anyone. Oh.
Yeah, my first trip to the Vince Lombardi service station was definitely a culture shock for me.
Yeah, it's different, but not mad at it. I always fill up my gas before I leave the state. Even if I have like 3/4 of a tank, that last quarter makes a difference. But guys, we are back at the top of the second period, tied 1-1. Put in the comments, what are your predictions for scores? I low-key really want Buffalo to win to give the Pens a better advantage over Boston right now, but I'm sure others will feel differently. Damn it, Shannon's back just as I was about to talk shit.
We're just about to eat real fast.
That's fun. Guys, what are the predictions? Give them to me.
Oh, I thought the Bruins were going to score right there.
I thought that was so close.
Did I see? Because I was watching it on in between commercials. Did I see that Washington went on top of Philly 4-1? That was fast.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
Here, guys, let's do a score roundup. We normally do these at the end of each period. Yes, the Caps are beating the Flyers 4-1. We know the Sabres and Bruins are tied 1-1. The Rangers are beating the Devils 1-0. The Flames and the Maple Leafs have started their game. They're almost done with the first period. They're tied at 1. And then the Lightning and the Preds just started. They're a minute in, still tied at 0. And then in 20 minutes, we have the Panthers and Stars starting again.
Shout out to Milan Lucic, by the way, playing in his 1,000th game.
Oh, how exciting. I love watching 1,000th game celebrations.
Me too. One of my favorite Bruins from that initial Cup era, by the way. He actually liked my tweet today when I said to come back to Boston. So maybe being a GM isn't that hard. I'm already recruiting. I'm a civilian,
Like, I got it covered. Again. I love my job. Guys, this game. I feel like the fact that Boston isn't scoring more is just like saying something. Or maybe Taylor Hall has been hurting the Sabres this whole time and no one figured out that he was the problem. And now he's going to cause an issue for Boston. Shannon, give me a take.
I'm on mute, man, trying to eat, and you're out here ruining our giveaway. Like, are you kidding me right now?
I'm sorry. Ooh, I love a good fight. I love a good fight. Yes.
You'll be shocked to hear that Nick Ritchie's back in the box.
Literally, no surprise. Oh, how many power plays are going to happen tonight?
Anyone who has followed me.
Where is this money coming from? And why is it not in my Venmo? Oh,
anyone who's followed me on Twitter during more than a handful of Bruins games will know that I'm actually a huge Nick Ritchie stan. I actually love everything about his game, and I love what he contributes to the Bruins, minus when he's in the box, which he's been in twice tonight.
Oh, I just love a fight. Guys, I'm just such a fan of the enforcer vibe. That's just all, which is why I'm a Tom Wilson fan, which everyone can hate on me for, which is totally fine. But I stand by it. I just love it.
We did an episode towards the end of last season on our show where we ranked our favorite enforcers / agitators of all time, and it was a.
We did that maybe like a month ago. We had a whole live stream that was dedicated to talking about enforcers. But I want to hear what your takes were.
I mean, it was so fantastic. It was a lot of fun to do. I actually put Chris Chelios on my list, as well as PJ Stock. You can't be a Bruins fan and not mention PJ Stock amongst your favorite agitators / fighters. Even though Brad Marchand is in that category too, he's way too skilled to be only labeled as one of those. So PJ Stock.
But does that really matter?
Yeah, he's an agitator. He's not an enforcer.
This is true.
Ours was on tests, not enforcers.
Yeah, we did both. We had people pick both agitators and enforcers. Obviously, Bob Probert was on my list as well. Donald Brashear. I mean, I enjoyed some of those heavyweight fights, as well as Ty Domi was another one on my list.
This shit right here is right. Tom Wilson is like Brad. You hate them when you play them, but you love them when they play for you. See, Tom Wilson doesn't necessarily play for me, but
because people shouldn't hate Brad Marchand anymore. He's grown out of primarily.
That's fair.
Tom Wilson is not. He just got suspended for 7 games.
Talent, Wilson.
Exactly.
You and Shan are normally on the same wavelength, but it's fine. I'm used to being the odd one out. It's okay. I'm not mad.
I mean, Wilson is a player, admittedly. If he was a Bruin, I would absolutely love him, but he's not, so I despise him.
I just love him. I have one of his alternative jerseys. Oh my God. Are you guys about to have another power play? Shan, why are the Bruins so feisty tonight? Y'all are just feeling. Shannon's muted because she's eating. Meanwhile, when I have dinner on the stream, I just go for it.
I'm fighting an enchilada, man.
Bro, it's fine. Oh wait, this is what I wanted to put up. Sabres will win 4-2 late in the third period. The Sabres will score on an empty net, making it 4-2. John,
I don't like that.
That's a thought. Honestly, Jeff, Bruins are gonna lose. Fair, accurate. I agree. Wow, I can't wait.
I don't love the comments that are rolling in at the moment.
Games, but I won't bet in real things.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't get into gambling whatsoever. I already get stressed out enough watching hockey. To add another layer of stress, I can't do it.
I like to bet with people, not with money.
That's
I'll
fair.
bet, I've won a few on here where I'll bet against a hat or something that their team will win when they're against their team, and I haven't lost yet. I've gotten
Nice.
What hats did I get? Oh, I got a Kraken hat, and I got a Toledo hat from someone because I let them pick. It was cool.
I have a Kraken hat as well. I actually bought one from the Kraken website back when shortly after they launched their website and everything. They were doing I think all the proceeds from their merchandise sales went to supporting impoverished youth in the greater Seattle area. So I was I got to support this cause. Plus the logo's really cool.
Yeah, I like the anchor one or the
X. The anchor one. Yeah,
definitely. That's what mine is. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean their uniforms look fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing when they actually have players on their roster. It's one of the reasons why I didn't hate the return on the Hall trade is because I figured Bjork was probably going to wind up on Seattle anyway due to the expansion draft. So you were either going to lose him. Oh, Bruins scored.
I'm not there yet. Wait for it. Shannon, have you seen it yet?
No. I just want to know who's on the ice.
You're going back. Wait. Does Hall have the assist? Does Hall have the goal?
He did not score, but he did.
Oh, I was hoping he did for the purposes of our giveaway.
I think he got the first assist, though.
That is an assist.
I think this is a great time to be now that Hall has a point
Taylor.
as a Bruin, we'll do our giveaway at the end of this period.
No, I want more retweets of it. What?
Shannon, don't be greedy. Guys, we're so funny. Oh, let's check on our Instagram to see if anyone put questions in the question box. Let's find out. Shan, you gotta update the score.
I like this platform that you're streaming off of. I'm looking to potentially toy around with streaming for our show as well. So this is very user friendly. I like this experience.
We record on here too.
It's great.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, we record our interviews on here. Shannon, Bruins coverage in our Insta thing said one word to describe the acquirement of Hall.
I have to guess.
No, you have to say one word. What is your one word take?
Promise. Hope.
That's 2 words, Shannon.
I think promise, because there's a lot of potential, but that could be messed up. Except he just got a point, so fuck that.
True. The other one was, did I move? Yes, I did. I've left California, my friends, and I am now back in Jersey until I find the right apartment in New York City. It's fun to be back. I live at the beach now. Someone texted me, I fucking hate the Vince Lombardi service station.
It's awful. Like, if you're not prepared for it, it's just like you're going to spend an hour and a half there and you might get your tank filled. Might.
Yeah. Hold on. Wow. Can't even. Shan, can you hold this lead?
Yes.
I prefer to expand on it.
Mark.
Stop asking me silly questions, Megan.
Hey. I'm just asking the real questions. It may not be as obvious as you think.
This is a fantastic opportunity to see how many likes our show has. Whoever disliked it, goodbye.
Probably someone you blocked.
Perhaps.
Honestly, don't even care. Any publicity is good publicity.
That's right.
That's what my degree is in. But now I just get yelled at by publicists at work for cursing. It's fine. I'm a problem.
There's just a pretty even split of possession right now, and I would really love to get a bit more control.
Yeah, the Sabres had a couple of really impressive sustained offensive zone possessions in the first period. And of course, Colin Miller was very underwhelming when he was a Bruin, but ever since then, whenever he plays the Bruins, I think he scores every other game.
I know. I didn't realize he was on the Sabres until recently. I always hate seeing people that the Bruins give up on other rosters.
Yeah, I mean, if you only looked at him when he's in the offensive zone, you'd think this guy's one of the best defensemen in the league. But then when you watch him in his zone end, you're like, that's kind of the more important part, and he kind of struggles there sometimes.
I want it known that I'm not out here blocking everyone. I blocked 2 people that were insulting
YouTube, okay? Because they were trolling.
They were insulting our looks, so I blocked them. Okay, I did not block everyone. I blocked Kevin by accident, but I fixed that.
So Kevin has then decided to just text me his hate. It's fine.
I fixed that. So you're not going to get blocked unless you're insulting. So I don't know.
If you insult us, that's how you get blocked. Wait, hold on. This was a few weeks ago. I thought also when Mike Matheson blew by the Bruins defense.
When Bergeron fucking fell, like foolish, absolutely foolish.
I love it.
And he was happy the next game. So I mean, Bergeron's showing his age, but I can't confidently say that he's past his prime. Like I'm struggling with it.
Can someone who follows the Penguins correct me if I'm wrong that Teddy Blueger is back? Like he was back yesterday?
I can't.
I don't remember. Someone in the comments will know. Is Teddy Blueger back?
What did you think of the Jeff Carter edition?
Dumb.
I don't love it. I think that I would hate it if they weren't getting half of the cap hit retained by LA. Like that's probably the only thing that prevents me from hating it. But I'm like, I don't know if that even helps Pittsburgh very much.
Oh, here, notable acquisitions. I can't speak. Jeff Carter. I really hope Jeff Carter actually makes moves. Because if he can come fill in the spot, because I don't really like how our lines look without Malkin. If he can kind of fill in Malkin's like missing presence, not even just while he's hurt, but for this season, I won't be mad at it. But also, LA feels like home. Yeah.
Well, so I mean, the Anthony Mantha trade was the big blunder of the East. I mean, for us to trade New York in a second for Taylor Hall and Lazar, and them to retain half his contract, and then them to give up Panic, Rana, a first and a second for Mantha was obscene. Absolutely obscene.
And Vrana, too, was going to be a restricted free agent, so it's not like he was going anywhere.
Vrana's a hometown favorite for Washington, too. It was very hard for a lot of people to see him go.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that trade, and I thought, like, wow, like that's Mantha's good. Don't get me wrong, and he'll fit real good next to Ovechkin, possibly. I don't know if they're going to play him there, but that just seemed like an overpay for something that I don't think like puts you over the top.
A massive overpay. Like he is not worth a first and a second and Vrana. Like,
I mean, you're seeing
Panic they had already cut. Like Panic, whatever. Like I don't. That was just to get him off their cap. But
I love how much hate is in our comments for the Flyers.
Actually, I would have enjoyed having Haley on. So Haley is a Flyers fan. She's the only member of our pod who is a Flyers fan, and she did correctly predict on our trade deadline show. She's like, "Yeah, I think they're going to sell. I think they're giving up," and they did indeed sell. So I mean,
well, they didn't really. They just gave up Raffle.
They also moved, I think, Gustafsson too. I mean, it's not like they were moving major pieces, but they didn't add, and they just kind of anyone who was kind
I
of.
thought they should have shopped a major piece. I mean. Their core is past its prime, pretty much. I mean, prime in terms of chemistry. Giroux is literally past his prime, but the core there needs to move on to the next era for them to be successful. And Alain Vigneault, we were talking about it with our prior guest too, is really set in his ways and his coaching style. And I don't love his coaching style, but it's not working well with the current roster in Philadelphia. And maybe they'll fire him. I mean, I think they should have fired him already, but if they don't, they need to do something with that roster.
Well, don't worry. He's one of the handful of coaches, Vigneault, who if he gets fired, Montreal just bring him back because that's all they do. They just recycle the same 4 or 5 guys.
I mean, Julian's not going to be unemployed for long. So.
Oh yeah, Montreal might forget that they fired him and they might bring him back.
It's like what's his name? Peter Chiarelli, the awful GM. He's horrendous, but people keep freaking hiring him.
Guys. Why are these teams so aggressive?
That was a hell of a fight.
Let's go.
That was a beautiful fight.
Chiarelli is someone who.
Yo, who's number 72?
I don't know, but Kevin Miller should not be fighting anyone. He's made of paper.
Yeah. I mean, poor Colin, poor Kevin Miller. He's probably going to miss the next 3 games after this.
Like he threw a punch, his hand's broken. Like I don't know.
He's dead. I need the Bruins roster. Not the Bruins roster. The Sabres roster.
That was a high hit from Miller too.
Yeah.
Asplund.
What?
That's his name.
Asplund?
Yeah.
What a weird name. No, 72's last name is Thompson.
Oh, 82's name is Asplund. They're all like one got hit and one dropped the gloves. Like, and they have the same high first number in 2 seconds.
Wait, I'm so confused. That was really funny.
Kevin Miller also needs.
Guys, I'm gonna do a score recap because some of them have changed. Wait, I'm gonna do Jeff's joke first. Hey, did you guys hear about the knock-knock joke the Sabres told the Flyers? Not sure the punchline was, but the Flyers opened the door on it and haven't been able to close it. Okay, the Caps are beating the Flyers 1. The Bruins are obviously beating the Sabres 2-1. The Rangers are still beating the Devils 1-0 with just under a minute left in the second period. The Flames and Leafs are still tied at 1. The Preds, just 10 minutes in, are beating the Lightning 2-0.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't think that one was coming, but not mad at it.
The Preds have been red hot too. I mean, that was a team everyone thought was going to sell, and then now they're a playoff team. So yeah, that whole division
single-handedly made the trade deadline boring because they took every player off the rumor market.
I hate when players who I'm like, damn, they're attractive, are younger than me.
Which one are you referencing?
And when were you born? How old are you?
What must I say on live?
No, you can message it in the private chat.
Why? Who are you talking about?
Number 72.
Oh, on the Sabres.
He's your age, or he might be younger than you by a year.
The TV broke.
Yes.
I mean, that whole division, that central division with Florida, Tampa, Carolina, Nashville. I mean, that outside of watching the Bruins, of course, in the playoffs. I mean, that I'm going to be glued to that division.
Boomer, are you kidding me right now? He does not.
Boomer. I'm opening my second Bev, guys, because my face isn't red enough yet. This is what I
mean, the Hawks might take the 4th seed, but it doesn't really mean anything. They're not going to get past whoever's in the top seed. That the first 3
the Hawks are going to be out so fast.
The first 2 seeds are incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I continue to remain shocked by how Florida is playing this year. Like, I thought it would wear off eventually, and they just even after a couple of awful losses, personnel wise, they continue to win.
Aren't your ages in your quote press kits? We don't have a press kit. We do all of our business on Twitter.
Florida looks incredible, and they bolstered up at the deadline. They got plenty of small, besides Sam Bennett, who is not really a small move. They got plenty of small support guys that are going to do great things for them. And I think they're really being slept on because they're playing 1 in Florida next to Tampa and 2 in the Central Division next to Tampa. So, and everyone's like, don't sleep on Carolina, blah, blah, blah. But Florida looks fantastic. Like,
they really do. I mean, Tampa as well. I mean, I loved the Savard addition for them. I mean, it just seems like the top 2 teams in that division definitely geared up, and then Carolina didn't really do anything. They traded Hayden Fleury away, and so I was a bit puzzled why they didn't look to add, but maybe there just wasn't a deal to be made. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it was the moves weren't there. A lot of teams are concerned about moving their rosters around too much with both the expansion draft and the cap not going up in the offseason, which makes sense, but
yeah, that's hard.
I'm very worried since I thought Bjork was going to be one of those guys that went in the expansion draft. I'm very worried that Trent Frederick is going to be that guy now. I'm already dreading it because 4th line players, aren't franchise changers, but they bring energy, and I really enjoy watching Trent Frederick play.
He brings an incredible energy to the offense. I wouldn't want to see him go. I think there are plenty of other prospects that we can give up, but the thing is, Frederick's closer to a ceiling than some of the other guys. So it's like, what do you want, grit or skill? And the Bruins have an impossible time choosing between those 2 things consistently since the Lucic era, when they tried to move away from enforcer and towards skill, and it didn't necessarily work. And now they're trying to figure it out again.
Exactly. I would much rather protect Jack Studnicka if you have to choose between the 2, but I'm also greedy. I'd like to protect them both.
Yeah, I mean, of course I want to protect them both. I mean, we were talking about it with our last guest too. I think Swayman and Vladar are both fine because they're on entry-level contracts, but
yeah,
I believe so as well. Yeah,
I'm just glad that Vegas doesn't have to participate. Which, controversial.
Pasternak is a fat mess. It does not look great. However, my live stream keeps breaking, so I can't confirm.
Can't confirm nor deny. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing through an injury or he's just in a funk, but he definitely looks off right now.
I mean, but he's been in a funk since he came back from injury. He had 2 hat tricks against the Flyers, and that's been it.
Yeah, if he's like, those shouldn't count because they're too easy to attain these days.
Well, and he had 2 goals against the Penguins too, but I think one of them was an empty netter. Like,
Yup.
Okay, well, we scored 7 on you, so it doesn't matter if you had 2 or not.
It's fine. It's fine. These are good. Guys, if you haven't ever had a tequila soda with grapefruit, missing out.
I'm gonna have to
stream today. Make sure that you hit the like button on the video and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys hopping on.
Guys, how cute is Shan's little ticker thing?
Just reminding you to hit the like button if you haven't yet. At 50, I'm going to tell you a really fun guest we're having on. And we are close. 37.
And we're going to a giveaway soon, guys. What to heck? Duh.
Oh, that was a great move in front.
I wouldn't know.
Guys, get out of the goal.
Guys, get into the like button.
Okay, I'm going to get mad at the game. Shannon can get mad at the followers. Come on,
Is that a goal? It's going to be interference.
Duh. Nope.
Oh, it's not even Olmark in goal.
He literally almost pushed him over the goal.
It's hockey, man. He's in enough.
Allmark started the game but got pulled like 5 minutes in.
I love this sport.
Really?
Yeah, he tweaked something.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I was gonna say because we were talking about Olmark and I just assumed he was in.
How do I find these guys to wife me up? Preferably in the New York metropolitan area because I love my job.
Megan, focus up.
What?
I said focus.
Sorry. Y'all, my sister keeps trying to tell me that my maternal clock is ticking, but I'm right on track for New York women. We're supposed to be single at this age. Can you marry later in life? Anyway, back to the point. Guys, has anyone else been loving the fights tonight?
I'm enjoying how chippy the game's been in general. Yeah, I mean, this has been it's a closer game than I would like, but I'm enjoying the physical play that's coming with it.
Yeah, I feel like
we've got quite a few matchups left against Buffalo, so this is a really good precedent to be setting against the young guys on the Sabres.
It's it's super beneficial to teams that are just now starting to like have their Buffalo games because like it's really gonna boost them up going into these last few games.
I think they have 3 games in 4 days against Buffalo too.
Jeff, you don't have a maternal clock. Men can pop one out whenever, as long as you find the right aged woman. So
I need the maternal clock conversation to cease. I need to stay back to hockey.
Well, it's related to hockey because I need a player. Come on. Anyway, I will root for your team unless you're facing the Penguins.
We appreciate the support. Right now, we need it.
I feel like that's a good compromise. Come on, Boston. Don't mess it up. Wow, I was about to curse and I didn't. My clock is an alarm clock. True.
I will say, after a couple somewhat shaky shifts, Taylor Hall has looked very good out there.
I can't fault the guy for having to take a period or two to get himself comfortable with a team he got to 12 hours ago.
Less than.
And drove all the way from Buffalo. Like, that's a miserable drive.
If you needed to take a period to get your feet wet, I'll deal with it. You don't look too bad right now.
Not mad.
Anders Bjork just missed a goal by about 3 inches.
I forgot Bjork was on the Sabres right now. I just never had emotional attachment.
Say really?
He's rocking number 96 too. That's a great number.
That's a good number. I like the high numbers.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
I mean it's like really a fresh start for Taylor Hall because he couldn't have number 4, so it was a totally different number.
I think Mark Savard had said, "Hey, take 91. Like, I'd love for you to wear that same number." For some reason, he decided to take 71. Not sure why. Although that's there's a good player in Pittsburgh who wears it.
Whomst are we talking about?
Malkin, 71.
Oh yeah, that is Pittsburgh. In fact, come on, y'all. I have a mouse at my computer because it like runs my
live. Like I am so not.
You're definitely not.
Like I just saw a Bjork shot. What?
Shannon, get it together.
It's your NHL TV, man.
Listen, bruh, it's fine for me. Pay up and then you can complain, lady. Yo,
I'm doing a grad school project for like my marketing class.
Wait, pause. We almost lost our subscription this month because my credit card number was stolen because someone tried to buy $200 worth of pizza in DC. Shannon, was it you? And then my NHL TV app is hooked up to that card. So
I bet someone did just have your credit card in their Domino's app or something though.
What?
Like I bet we like just from when you lived here. Like I bet it probably wasn't just something.
It was from And Pizza.
Oh, maybe not then.
Yeah, definitely not.
What was I about to say?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm doing a grad school project on NBA, and like part of it is how people like get their product, which the NBA's product is games. So I had to look into all the different ways you can stream live sports.
Oh wow!
Go into like the pricing and all of that, which is pretty interesting because it's comparable to the NHL. But now I'm like half convinced that I can officially get rid of cable. But I'm not.
We're all convinced we can do that, and then like when it comes time to do it, we're like, you know what? Maybe we'll just not do it.
I'm not 100%.
I don't have cable when I live on my own. Like my parents, like I'm in my parents' beach house for a while. They have cable here. I don't even watch it, but I do not have cable and I don't mind it at all. Which partially probably because I have back-end access to all of TV, but I don't think you need it with all the streaming apps. And I'll give you my logins, Shannon. That was not a blanket statement for the world.
Yeah, I mean, I rarely watch anything that's on actual cable, minus live sports. Live sports is the only thing that I watch on actual cable, but there's so many other ways to stream it that, I might as well look into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've caught up, but the Bruins are finally going on their first power play.
No, I'm in a commercial break.
Same. Stop and stare. Why is that in my head, guys? Want to know how crazy I am?
So CBJ Boomer was not lying. Anthony Mantha does have a goal for Washington.
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't lying. It just
Shannon sucks. Guys, find me a New York Ranger who is older than 26.
Megan, stop.
Contract and isn't must speak good English. Anyway,
Chris Kreider.
That's an interesting setup they have on the ice.
For what?
Their power play.
Yeah, I like that they have Riley out there. For minutes into his career, power play 1.
I don't like the way Nesson sets up the scoreboard. Is that controversial?
No, it's a fairly boring scoreboard.
Jeff, that's a perfect recommendation. Thank you.
Yeah, what is that? Jaeger?
That's a Yager. Jaromir Jagr.
I mean, he's definitely older than 26.
I don't know why I was thinking alcohol, and I was like, are we just abbreviating? No.
This is what you're gonna get if you keep asking for men recommendations on our
That's
live.
fine. Bring it to me. I'll consider anything. That's not true. I don't think the dude we're talking to.
Nolan Hockey, welcome to the stream. I have only gotten recently used to Bally sports because I've been watching a lot of replays and reruns of the Panthers. But I think the Blue Jackets are in there too.
Is that true, Alex?
That is.
Great.
Alex, that was very rude of her. I will allow
I can
you.
hear you now because his head took his headphones out. I thought that was funny. Guys, here's a preview at the end of the period. Our friend Alex is coming in.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Alex.
Just let him stay in. What's
No, he can come back in a minute and 30 seconds. We haven't talked to Alex in so long.
Taylor Hall, that was so close.
Where am I? Am I behind Shannon?
You're not focused up, man. Watch the game.
I'm husband hunting.
I mean, there's got to be a dating app for your specific request.
It's called Raya, and you have to be admitted.
Ah, I learn something new every day.
What?
I learn something new every day.
It's fine.
Oh,
guys.
Colin Miller's down the tunnel.
Just wait, guys. Once I'm back in New York, all bets are off.
Oh, he blocked a shot. Colin Miller blocked a shot, and now he's down the tunnel.
I mean, are you ruling out Islanders because you're kind of taking away half the dating pool there?
Long Island's just kind of far, unless they live in Manhattan. Kind of a deal breaker, which is also why I'm ruling out the Devils.
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean,
I'd consider a Devil. Egg plugging the New York Rangers Venmo.
So back
making concessions already.
I'll plug my own Venmo, guys. It's that great. I will accept all donations. Am I allowed to solicit money over the internet? Is that illegal?
You two keep chatting about Megan's dating woes, and I'll just keep providing game coverage.
I think it's funny.
That was a half-ass shot by the Bruins.
Guys, you can tell me to shut up if you want.
Was.
It's fine. Not Shannon and Mark, but like the comments can tell me to shut
A
up.
rally, I think.
Shannon, what timestamp are you at?
27 seconds.
Oh, I'm so ahead of you. Fuck that.
Yeah, the period has ended for
Well,
me.
someone's got to provide game coverage, so it doesn't matter if I'm behind.
Okay, guys, 8 seconds left. The Sabres are going down the ice. Oh, it's taken back by the
Oh,
Bruins.
that was a good
Going back towards the goal. And the period is over. Wow, that could have started a fight. Wow, Mcavoy, stay.
Oh,
Two of us have control of who's in this stream.
Oh.
But guys, this is the end of the second period, which you know what that means. It's some turnover. Mark, really happy you could join us. Let the humans know where they can find you on social.
Yeah, thank you so much once again for having me on. I can be found on my personal account on Twitter. That's where I'm most active, at Mark Piselli 13. That is Piselli. And you can find our show, Snipe and Selly, at Snipe, SNIPE, the letter N, Selly, CELLY, pod on Twitter as well. Thank you both so much again for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, guys. Alex is back.
hello.
For real this time.
For 10 seconds.
No, she's not going to kick you out anymore. I'm going to take away her privileges.
All right, I'm going to
You
hold
can't
the
do that.
sign.
I have to log in.
I'm
I
just
will
going to
make-
hold the sign right here just in
It
case. I
can't
need to.
tell the difference between you and me, Shannon.
Alex, how are we doing?
Oh, glorious.
How was cleaning the garbage?
Well, it's the garage.
Oh. I literally. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm definitely
I literally thought you told me you were cleaning garbage, and I was like, "Wow, what a lame night! You want to stream?"
getting. You know it. That's all I want to do. I love cleaning my garbage in the garage, man. Sweet. Take all the trash out. I clean it all with 409.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Way to my
Nothing
heart.
better. Oh man, screw hockey. I'd much rather do that all day.
Yeah, guys. So
Are the
cold.
Blue Jackets on?
No. You think I'd be watching them anyways right now? Are you kidding me?
Nope. That's
We were debating Tortorella about 20 minutes ago. So
Dude's a
true.
clown. He needs to go.
One is talking about the game. One is talking about the players playing the games.
Yep.
yeah, no, it's gotta stop, man. Just gotta
You
focus.
must be new here. If that's surprising. Fine. Whoop.
Stop.
Tanner, I run the comments. Go away. Someone just texted me looking for a husband. Sup.
Yeah, this is why you don't talk about that on live streams, Megan. We're a hockey podcast.
Guys, it's okay. I'm kind of seeing someone. It's okay.
Boomer, I'm watching the Lightning too. They're getting
What's the
destroyed.
score? It was
Oh, now that those games have started, I can multi-game. Wait. Okay.
Alex. What's the Lightning score?
The Lightning's in a.
Yeah, Preds are losing 3-0.
I'm gonna put on.
Or no, Preds are winning 3-0. Sorry.
The Stars. Which, speaking of the Stars, shout out to our friend Jeff, who isn't watching this because he's in Puerto Rico right now. Because yesterday, I think, was his birthday.
He's still in Puerto Rico.
I think so.
I think that was last weekend.
No, I'm pretty sure that was like today. I could be wrong. I'm gonna ask because I'm so curious. What are we talking?
Wait, Alex, can you give us an update on the jerseys you've bought as of late? It's been, I feel like you're a bit addicted to online shopping.
A little too much. I just ordered 2 more yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes. I got my Nick Foligno Leafs jersey because that's the only Leafs jersey I think I will ever buy. So
Okay,
I might as well
that's
just
fair.
get it now.
I support that one.
Yeah. And then I found another reverse retro that I've been trying to find. So
I found 2 Caps reverse retros on Facebook Marketplace this morning, and one of them was a small, and one of them was Tom Wilson, and I couldn't buy the Tom Wilson one.
Jesus. Yeah, I've been trying to find a lot. The one that I still can't find is the Senators home jersey. I cannot find that literally anywhere
Why do you?
That's the black one, right?
because it's sweet. I'm not sitting there throwing the Senators logo in dead last, Megan.
I don't think that
It's
was
starting
me.
to grow on me, and I'm a little disgusted of myself.
I don't think that was
Fine.
me.
I've been disgusted with you. You're a Bruins fan, so it's fine.
Me?
Well,
I love my
you about 10%. Meg, I don't even want to get into that. First off, you're a Penguins fan, and then
Dude.
you got the Blue Jackets legend, Jeff Carter, who literally everybody in the state of Ohio hates.
You're welcome.
So,
And they didn't even need Jeff Carter. That was a dumb.
no, they did not, but whatever.
Shame.
That was one of the weirdest trades. I think the weirdest trade I saw was the Caps in Detroit.
Oh yeah,
Washington gave up way too much.
Caps GM blacked out and then traded, and I was making fun of it. And then Little Boomer told me that Anthony Mantha has an assist and a goal tonight. So I mean, it looks less bad. But even then, they still didn't need to give up a hometown favorite, a first and a second, just to dump a Cap from Panic and get Mantha.
They could have done all of that, and a realistic trade normally would have consisted of all that minus Jacob Vrana.
Yes, yeah.
And that would have been perfectly fine.
Especially the same day that Taylor Hall went for a second, a prospect, and they retained half his cap, which Buffalo got fleeced. But like setting the standard there, looking at the Palmieri trade and looking at the Buffalo Taylor Hall trade, and then the Caps do that.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense at all, honestly. I mean, I think out of everybody, Tampa and Toronto made out the best. And then after that, this is my take. It was the Blue Jackets. We got a freaking first-round pick for David Savard and a first-round pick for Nick Foligno. That would never happen in a normal year.
I've been saying that Tampa got the best because of David Savard. But
I mean, yeah, but looking at the score, I don't know about that. It's honestly, to me, it's a tie between Savard going to Tampa and Foligno going to Toronto. And then Taylor Hall.
Trades, because I don't know that either team needed those slots. I think it was one of those. It was kind of like the Islanders. Like the Islanders made a trade for shits and giggles, not because they needed Palmieri.
Yeah, I think Toronto. Yes, I am a Blue Jackets fan. You can see the constant shame and disappointment.
It's hard to be that way.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll tell you what, it's so much fun. I think Toronto needed Foligno more than Tampa needed Savard, but a lot of that because with Toronto you have Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, John Tavares, and then Nylander, and that's about it. And, they have Wayne Simmons and some other physical guys, but that's really all they got. So they needed another. They needed another physical guy, and I think that's what Foligno's going to bring them. He's not going to bring them a ton of points, but he's going to be that third, fourth line checking guy, which is what they need.
Yeah. I think what I was reading about for Foligno was he's a really enforcer-like player, and they've already got Thornton. They've already got, guys down there that can do that. So it was kind of like, what's Foligno going to get out of it? But again, his time was, up in Columbus. So
yeah. And what's frustrating is there's a lot of people, myself included, that are 50-50 on, the possibility of him coming back in the offseason. It's kind of like, you want him to because he's been a favorite, but at the same time, I think it's time for new guys to take over.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want him to. It's an emotional thing, right? It would be like, Chara's only on a 1-year deal. Do you want Chara to come back to the Bruins? Like,
it's like, and that's the one thing with Foligno. I think with him, it's more of he's such a favorite in the community. Like, I've met him a couple of times. He's such a nice guy. I've talked to him a handful of times. And same thing with Savard, but with Foligno, he's such a community guy, and I think that one hurts a little bit more than Savard, but it's business. I can't really do much about it. But I think a lot with that is with Foligno going, we need to have a new captain, and that needs to be Seth Jones, but he needs to sign a contract.
Guys, does anyone in the comments follow cryptocurrency?
Are you kidding me right now?
No. If anyone's invested in Dogecoin, you should probably go look at your money. Because I doubled mine. I just cashed out. Because it's hit a new high, and I don't trust it'll stay there. But anyway, continue.
Yes, now that you have violently interrupted trade talk to talk about Dogecoin.
Guys, I'm serious. It's fine.
Totally unrelated. Shannon, you do have the ability to remove someone from the stream, right?
I do.
Okay. Just curious. There we go.
She removed herself, though. I didn't do that. It's so she's taking pictures or screenshotting something.
Oh, Lord. So to answer your question about the jerseys, I got my Foligno Leafs jersey. I got another reverse retro, which I'm not saying what. I finally found a Coyotes Kachina, which is sweet. And then I got the Hurricanes, the Whalers reverse retro. That one's really cool. I've gotten the Canadians Carey Price. I got Kaprizov for the Wild. I got Corey Schneider for the Devils.
These are all good options. I only have.
Who
I got a Boston Pride jersey, but the end of the jersey.
And I got my Whitecaps jersey too, and it's
Megan has a 6 jersey on the way, but they take a really long time.
It's like 5 sizes too big. Mine is massive.
What size did you get?
An XL.
I buy all my jerseys 3 sizes too big because I like to wear them as dresses when I go to games with really cute shoes.
Well, I got a large because I got the 2. I got a Blackhawks jersey and I got a Panthers jersey, but this was the first time I'd ever had the Adidas jerseys. I always had Reebok jerseys, and the Adidas jerseys are more fitted. So I was like, I don't want a medium that's fitted. I want a large that I can wear a sweatshirt under. But if you're telling me that the NHL ones run really big, it's going to be massive on me.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I love the Canes jersey. That reverse retro is awesome. And the more I have it, the more I like the Wild jersey. It's just the regular home jersey, which is really cool.
Oh, I would get the reverse retro, but there's no one on the Wild that I really care about.
I got.
Not that there's a player on either of my jerseys. I found them on Facebook Marketplace. But
oh yeah. I get mine almost all of them from Fanatics.
Did Little Boomer win your last jersey competition?
Dude, no, I'm not. No one shows up to our streams. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. I'm not wasting my damn time on that.
Guys,
I'll just, dude.
I will confirm there are people watching right now, and I appreciate that. If you are watching now, you should follow Cannons and Tomahawks because they do lovely streams. They are on Saturdays though, so.
which who's awake for that on a Saturday? Just kidding. I watch it on Sundays.
That is their logo. Go find it on Twitter.
Yeah, I like the new logo.
Yes.
Does your light change?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, I can
My
control
ring
all
light
that.
does that.
It's like alternate red.
Oh,
Heck, I've shown you this.
blue.
Shannon's ring light does that. So funny.
Wait, let me find the button.
Okay.
We'll go green. I think it's green. Yeah, it's green. Doesn't look like it.
This is gonna give me a headache. I'm gonna turn it off in a minute.
Guys, I've officially stopped talking about other things. I promise I'll talk about hockey now. Because I made money. Anyway.
I'm
So
losing.
about your dating app.
Are you kidding me right now?
I don't
I'm gonna
care.
get her back.
I don't care. Come on. I'm married. I don't give a shit.
Wait, what color is your wedding ring? Is that black?
Yeah, it's like black with a blue line up the middle.
That's
I
dope.
love-
I got it. I've had it for a long time. I got it right when I was I got it when I was a cop after I ended up getting married.
A cop?
Yes.
Damn.
You're a cop?
I was. Not anymore. Are you kidding me?
I didn't know that.
I got shot twice, and after the second time, I was like, I'm so over it. So over it.
You got shot twice?
Well, 3 times total. Twice as a cop, once in the military.
I'm sorry. I don't know. There's so many. I need to turn my light on. There's so many things I don't know
I
about.
don't know you at all.
Oh, I know. It's almost like, Zach and I will talk about this stuff on our streams, and no one shows up.
Was Zach a cop? No.
Zach has
I
never.
retracted that question as soon as I asked it.
What do you want me to do?
Was he? No.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Not at all.
Honestly, 3 strikes, you're out. Good call,
Dude.
man.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to get shot?
Oh, it tickles. What do you think?
It's definitely the best feeling I've ever had. Like, what do you?
Okay, so in the military, it was right through my leg. That didn't hurt that bad because it didn't hit the bone, so it wasn't terrible. But at the same time, it still hurt.
Wait,
I got-
pause. Slapshots BR's podcast fan base, aka Tampa Bay Lightning fan base, we'll monetize before our next stream, and then come back and find us. Cool. Continue. You were shot in the leg.
Yeah, it was fun.
Lil Boomer was in the army.
Yes, he was.
What
Wait,
were
so
you?
what branch were you in, Alex?
I was in the Army as well.
Interesting. What you don't know about a person.
Someone said I can't ask that. Ask what? What it's like to be shot? Why not? I want to ask. I'm curious.
It hurts and it's like hot. It's like somebody gets a hot bullet and puts it through your leg.
See, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it hurts. Like, duh, you're getting shot, but like, I don't know if it's different.
Yeah. And 2 times as a cop, luckily it was right in the middle of my vest. So it hurt really bad, but that's
Just kinda
about it. Well, the second time it was almost point blank, hit me right in the middle, like right in the trauma plate. It essentially is like taking, think of Conor McGregor punching you from about 2 feet away as hard as he can, and it broke a couple ribs, but I mean, it hurts, but you're alive, so you don't really complain too much.
Megan,
No,
we're not
you
eligible.
work an office job now. Don't you do IT now?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely
better.
do.
It's probably
Thank God.
safer.
Oh, I make way more money too.
Great. That's all we
And I
can
literally
do.
sit
You
here
do
and
now?
watch Netflix all day. Me?
Yeah. You do
Yeah.
tech something, right?
I work in IT.
I would so do that. Just discovering random things of life. I would.
Megan, we're not eligible to monetize yet. We're like a quarter of the way there.
Guys, do you want me to put my Venmo in our bio?
No.
Fine. But we'll let you know when we can.
We'll get us more subscribers and then we can.
Yeah, subscribe. Guys, no, never mind. I'm not going to say the comment. I was just going to say because no one wants to hear that. Wow, hockey guys. Let's do a score rundown. Caps are still beating the Flyers 5-1. They have started their third period. The Devils and Rangers have also started their third period. The Rangers are winning 2-0. Not surprising there. Calgary's beating Toronto 2-1. Preds are still beating the Lightning 3-0, but
3-1.
the Lightning on a power play, and the Stars and Panthers are tied at 1.
Lightning just scored, by the way.
So not that score anymore.
No.
Now it'll be what, 3-2?
3-1.
Oh,
Horn is
Oh.
going off.
it
So,
updated. Great. 10 more likes. Really? Are we almost at 50?
we're at 40. Yeah, if you missed it, if you guys are just joining us, we had 3 interviews before we hopped on this live stream today, and they were all a part of our NWHL season review series, and they're all very big guests. So we wanted to name drop one of them if we hit 50 likes tonight. So please make sure that you like the video and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. But please make sure that you like and subscribe. And if we hit 50, we will name drop one of them for
Shannon
you.
and I have been recording together for 4 hours at the moment. Guys, we're not going anywhere. So hit the like button. Please.
Hit the like.
I'll stop talking about cryptocurrency and guys if you hit the like button.
I don't believe
Please hit the like button.
that. I don't believe that for a second.
Fair. Alex tried to put in our private chat to get the answer, and we're not going to tell him.
That means Alex has to help us get to 50 likes.
Yeah, Alex. Otherwise, I'll have to wait till we post the episodes.
That's fine. Well, then you guys aren't going to know who. We have a guest that we're working on that we're just figuring out timing after the season.
Oh,
So I'm not going to.
Last time you were on here.
Nope. We are still working on that individual, but this is somebody else, and it is not a player, current player.
Oh, I hope Allie Bernstrom too. I don't know why I always want to put an R in her name, but it's fine. Craig Smith.
Not Allie Punstrom, but that's a good guess. That is a good guess.
Am I the only one who really wants to put an R in her last name?
What?
I want it to be like Thernstrom.
Oh. No, it's Thunstrom.
I know, that doesn't roll off the tongue the way I want it to.
You don't like last names, man.
I'm so bad at last names, guys. I have the world's simplest name. It's fine. If I didn't, I'd mess it up.
The second period has begun for the Bruins and the Sabres.
Yep.
How many of us think that Boston's holding the lead? Is Boston holding this lead? Yes.
No.
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 No one? Is Taylor Hall scoring a goal this period? Yes.
No.
Shannon, do the giveaway.
I didn't pick anyone yet.
Okay. As soon as you get monetized, I will donate 200. Bet. We'll send you a puck if you do that.
I'll send you more than a puck if you donate that.
You come over to us and give us $200, I'll give you 2 pucks.
Huh? No, I'm not going to get shady right now. Unbelievable, guys. I really want Duncan right now. Guys, throw us some likes and some subscribes so we can get monetized. I don't know how this donation thing works, but I'm here for it.
Well, we need 1,000 subscribers, so we've got a ways to go.
Come on, guys, work on it.
All right, let me just start making some accounts real quick.
Right, let me just make some.
They donated 200 off the wall. I think they donated 500 off the wall, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's a great night for John. So,
I know. I told John, I was like, you deserve it, though. John's great.
Yes. If you haven't checked out Off the Wall Hockey, John is an incredible streamer, and he really cares about what he's doing. So I highly recommend checking him out if you haven't already.
Just started OnlyFans? No.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
My
Lord.
job would not allow me
Not doing that.
to start a
Boomer.
podcast about hockey, let alone an OnlyFans.
Boomer, you got to DM me. I had an interesting conversation with one of my coworkers about that today.
Guys, this is not an account. We talk about OnlyFans. See, correction, 500. Called it. Guys, throw us that subscribe so we can do cool things. What you give to us, we will give back to you in cool ways. That sounds wrong. Guys, also shoot us DMs and stuff of what you want to see in the off season. Like, what do you want us to be, other than obviously interviews, but like, what topics do you want to hear in the off season this year? Shannon, obviously, we have so much more to do before the season's over, but you know, gotta plan our summer.
There's quite a bit to be done.
There's so much to do. And do you want us to live stream through the entire playoffs? Because I do.
Of course we're doing that. That's not even a question, man.
Shannon, shut up. People don't know that. They'll see. Guys, get us to 1,000 during playoffs and we'll... No, I'm not cursing anymore. If you want to...
That's true. If you want inappropriate discussion, go to Corner Booth.
Accurate. They have a new little fun game called Was That Text from Meg or Kevin's Dad?
I hate that game.
So funny.
I don't like that at all. All right, there's about 17 minutes left in the third. Boston is still up 2-1 for everyone said that we're going to lose their lead. However, neither...
It's been less than 3 minutes, Shannon.
Yeah, and Buffalo scored with less than a minute into the game.
Well, there's a lot of time to lose your lead.
I was about to say that neither Buffalo nor Boston has really been able to hold in the offensive zone thus far. It's been pretty much going back and forth. Not a lot of shots in the period, even though Swayman just blocked one.
Yep. Oh, so close. You could have had that goal.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good.
So close, so close.
Good feed to Coyle by the Bruins.
Guys, let us know what type of content you want to see this summer. Or put it in our DMs on either Twitter or Instagram. We may not respond, but we will see it. I do try and read all of our DMs. At some point. Just nothing inappropriate. Thank you. Not an OnlyFans. Guys, if anyone can tell me what podcast my sweatshirt references, I'll send you something.
Megan, like 3 people have already texted me about your sweatshirt.
Really?
Yes.
Who? Text it to me. Wait, because they know where it's from?
Yes. It's not a subtle sweatshirt.
I think it is. I can't really read it. Join a women's hockey league and use that for content. No.
I mean, I could join DC Fray and play their street hockey league. But then I'd have to like record it. I am not agile. Like
I'll record it if you join. I'll literally come to DC.
I don't know that anyone wants to watch that.
Just be the cheerleader.
Oh, wild. Shan, should I not wear this sweatshirt on live streams anymore?
No, you can wear it. I'm just saying your sweatshirt isn't subtle.
I think it is. Because if you don't know, you don't know. We'll send our intern to DC to record it. That's funny. Yo, Caps have scored again. Flyers are on a power play. It's 6-1 for that game.
So are the Flyers making it?
No.
No.
Should the Flyers have sold more at the deadline? Yes.
They had a huge move. I don't even know what it was. But yeah, it was massive.
Yeah, huge. Giant.
Yeah.
Unheard of. Out of this world. Astronaut.
Absolutely. I don't even remember what it was.
Tell you what, if you can get to 1K subs before May 1st, I will donate $100 every stream until the end of the year. Holy crap. I don't think I can do that. Where does this money come from? If I had that type of money, I swear. Actually, I don't really know what would change. I'd probably drink more coffee from Dunkin'.
I wouldn't work, that's for sure.
I think I still would. I would work differently.
I would do something with my time.
I would probably work for a nonprofit. My mom and I talk about that all the time. If we won the lottery, we would both quit our jobs and open a nonprofit.
Oh,
And
I mean, I
stop.
like my
you would
job. Like,
you would make a dating app for hockey players.
No, I'd definitely get season tickets though, or like a box. But
what's up, Joseph? How is Hall playing? He had his first assist as a Bruin in the second
yeah,
period.
he's on point, y'all. But also, you can talk as much shit as you want about me as a person, but Shannon can attest to this. My entire collegiate career was basically shaped around raising money for nonprofits.
What?
So come at me.
Can we answer the people's questions about Taylor Hall, please?
But Alex was shading me. I just needed to defend myself.
Taylor Hall looks good. He had his first assist. He was a bit skittish in the first period, but he's really come into his own, at least for this game so far. I mean, I'm comfortable with how he's playing. Granted, it's against the Sabres. But also, you know, it's his former team, so he should be playing a little bit more awkwardly than the average Bruin should be playing against the Sabres.
Or could you argue that he should know, he should be able to anticipate more what his old teammates are going to do?
So.
Just a thought. Agreed. P.S. I had a 501c3 shut down. That's true. A lot of
I would swipe right on Hall right now. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But also, yeah, a lot of nonprofits struggle during COVID, which if anyone is Christian or whatever, this isn't religious, but my parents for Lent this year, instead of like giving something up, donated to a different nonprofit every weekend. And I got to pick one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, good pass. Blocked.
I was gonna say, I feel like no one's been able to like hold the puck necessarily. Like
both teams pass too much. They're both. That's a historic.
Right. But I feel like it's kind of been organized hockey. Like it's not scrappy. Like no one's like in that. Like, but it's kind of
it's not scrappy. There was a fight every 30 seconds in the second period.
No, not like that type of scrappy. But I mean like missing passes and all that random shit. You know.
It's just a neutral zone battle. That's all it is.
It's like organized chaos.
I mean, I don't think it's organized. I think it's boring. I think neither of them can hold the puck for very long.
I think that's why it's boring. Wow, guys. Shannon, we have to get to 1,000 subscribers by May 1st.
All right, get to it.
I'm on it, guys. We'll start an OnlyFans for subscribers. Just kidding. They don't look like scrubs, at least. Is that me? Is that supposed to be me?
No, that's about Bruins. It's not about you.
I do look rough. It's fine. Y'all are like, come on. Like, why can't you just like keep control of the puck?
Who scored, Alex?
The Predators. 4-1.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Your light doesn't hide much.
No. It's halfway. It's not even halfway through the second period. And the Predators have 4 goals on 9 shots.
I've been there.
Wait, do you have one of those goal lights?
Yes.
I do.
Are you drunk? Like, where are you?
No, did I know that?
That one right there.
He
That's one of those.
It's been
one of those
we've
Budweiser
talked
ones.
about it in the last half an hour. It's gone off like 3 times now.
I'm not watching. I'm watching the hockey game.
Oh yeah.
I am. That's literally what I'm staring at over here. I don't even have my phones on me. They're literally across the freaking table.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you
Do
buy
it
that or did you win it?
Oh, I bought it. You kidding me?
Is it worth the $200?
Yeah.
Great. I think I might buy one. I haven't spent my stimmy at all.
You spent it before you got it.
What?
Where?
You
It's-
spent it on jerseys.
No, that was my tax return.
They came at the same time. Well, actually, I'm still waiting on my.
That's not true. I got my tax return way before the stimulus check came. Because I did my taxes the day I got my W-2.
I still haven't done my taxes yet.
Okay, well.
They do April 1st?
No, because they extended it.
It was the 15th, and now it's May. All my stuff is literally sitting right here.
You should do your taxes.
I've been holding on to hope that the Blue Jackets would make it to the playoffs. So I'm more focused on that.
What is that going to change about your taxes?
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. So what?
I just find excuses not to do it.
Quickly if he gets it later and then can buy tickets later.
Just keep it.
I'm not that smart to think like that. It's pure laziness. I just don't want to do it.
I'm an employee at Texas Roadhouse.
I don't want to buy X, Y, or Z because what if the Bruins and the Capitals get matched in the first seed of the playoffs and I want to buy.
Then we're going. Duh. I'll drive down. I miss my friends.
They got to get matched first, though.
Yeah.
I need to know which jersey I need to buy next.
The exhaustion of 4 streams has perhaps hit me.
Well, we're getting there. We're almost done. You have to do the giveaway first, Shannon.
I'm not picking someone right now. I will tweet it at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Well,
9 a.m. tomorrow. I am not awake at 7 a.m. 9 a.m. tomorrow.
I like that I go to bed after you and I wake up before you.
I don't drink caffeine, though.
I didn't drink caffeine today.
I don't know. I need at least like 9 hours.
I don't get that. I wake up at 6.
I go to bed I get in bed at usually 8:30, and then I wake up at 8. But I don't go to sleep until like 10:30.
I have a nice loop around my little town. That's 2 miles, which I love to do in the mornings.
Well, I go to the gym on my lunch break every day.
True. I don't take a lunch break.
Well, I didn't until COVID when I could go to the gym.
Well, we have a gym in 30 Rock.
I mean, we have a gym in my office. I just don't really. It's inconvenient. I was doing it like a couple times a week, but it's easier to just.
Now who's off topic?
There's no one watching anymore.
True. Guys, hot take: morning workouts, afternoon workouts, or evening workouts? What's the preference?
Morning, all day.
Me too. Me too. This sets the tone for the day.
Okay, what time are your morning workouts?
My ass still hurts.
When you work out in the morning, what time is it?
Working out at like 5 in the morning.
I electively work out that early.
Yeah. The days I work out in the morning, I work out at 4:30.
Oh God. That's the middle of the night.
That's the time I woke up for normal life.
That's the snuzzing hour. This is it.
Oh God.
This is it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, no, I prefer to work out in the afternoon when my meetings have slowed down. But if I can't do it then I'll work out at night. Like I'll either take my dog up for a run or I'll walk him and then go to the gym at like 8:30.
Yeah, I'm slammed with meetings on Thursdays, and that's when I do my Thursday workouts. I'll just sit there and join the meeting, mute, and then I'll go out to my garage.
Yeah, if I have a meeting I don't need to talk on, unless I'm going to do
the only one who is actually watching meetings these days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, no, I mean, I listen to the ones that really matter, but if it's ones that I literally just need to be.
If it doesn't matter, it should be an email.
I don't have control over that. If it's ones that I know I just need to be physically in the room, then I'll go to the gym and I'll listen to them.
I had a 4-hour meeting a couple weeks ago at 8:00 in the morning, and it was just like a training thing. I literally joined the meeting, immediately got up, went out, and went golfing. Did absolutely nothing for the meeting.
Golfing.
The only time.
Did not care.
I'll talk about that. Never mind.
My boss texted me, and she's like, "Where are you?" I sent a picture. I'm like, "I'm golfing right now." She's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Where are you?" She wasn't at home either. She's like, "Yeah, I'm shopping."
Well, yeah, my boss messaged me. We were on a call, and she asked me. I was in the middle of an ab workout, and so there was 5 people on the call. And she's like, "Shannon, did you have anything to add?" And I was like, I added something, and then we ended the call. And I missed like a Teams message because my notifications don't work. And when I got back, I was like, I'm sorry, I missed it. Like I assumed, like as I was right, because I only got asked at the very end if there was anything they missed. I was like, I assumed I wasn't going to get a word in. So I went to the gym and listened to it there. And she was like, that was smart. Like,
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I love having my AirPods with. We use Teams also. I'll just join the meeting, throw my AirPods in if I'm not at home, and that's it. It's great. So half the time I'm not even at home.
The only time I've ever done anything like that is this one time when I was in LA. We wanted to go to lunch, but I had a 1 p.m. Pacific meeting, which is like a 4 p.m. meeting at home, and I was like,
score, by the way, there it is.
Yeah.
I really don't have overtime in me though.
Come on, Sabres, score again. Sabres. Here we go, Sabres. Here we go. Also, at the hater who was like mad at us earlier for like marking it as a stream, but you aren't streaming the game or whatever, it's illegal to actually stream a game if you don't own the rights.
I blocked him like 2 hours ago. You can't hear you.
I know, but it just like bothered me. I just needed to say it.
Yeah, but I don't think people understand that at all.
They do. That's why our friend John he uses a streaming thing that sends automatic messages every 20 minutes to tell people that he can't stream the game.
I didn't know. That's smart.
Streamlabs, that's what it's called.
Ah, yes. Just gotta have your own stream, guys. We'll provide the commentary. The funny commentary. Whose sound am I hearing? Which one of you is watching with sound?
Me.
Savage. Come on, Sabres.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Yes, Buffalo Sabres. That sounds like a really good drink.
It does. It sounds like a drink at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, like a type of margarita.
Oh, can I get a taco and a Buffalo Sabre, please? With a lime? That'd be great. Thanks.
I prefer my Buffalo Sabre with lemon.
Can I have my Buffalo Sabre shaken, not
Salted, right? Salted.
Rangers Devils game is over with a score of 3-0 Rangers. Good for them. Shan, you still think those Devils are going to come back?
Fuck you. Are they eliminated yet? No.
I think it's too late. How many games do they have left?
Damn, Bruins are rifling shots off. I bet the teams are so chippy because they just traded their players.
Maybe they're excited. I'm going to help you people save money. Do I need to save money?
Cool. Go ahead and buy my jerseys for me so I don't have to keep spending my money on them. Thanks.
I like jerseys. Send me giant jerseys.
I have too many. I forgot about all the jerseys I have in my parents' house.
I went home. I was at my parents' house for what holiday just happened? Easter.
Yeah.
And I came back with 5 new t-shirts and a hoodie. Had no clue those were still there.
Yeah. My dad texted me 2 weeks ago. He's like, hey, I was watching a stream and I noticed you have all your jerseys. Did you know you still have a bunch of jerseys at our house? I'm like, what are you talking about? Apparently I got 35 other jerseys there that I completely forgot about.
35?
Yep.
You know what you should do?
I've got 35 there. I have probably 15 on that rack back there. And then I think I have another 10 or 15 upstairs.
You should do a giveaway with some of them.
Nah.
Mood. This team pisses me off too, man.
I'm not mad at it. If you don't get on
you think that pisses you off? Try being a Blue Jackets fan.
I
didn't know
that. We were talking earlier about how it's been so hard to be a Buffalo fan the last few years. But the Sabres weren't that bad last year, and the Bills were good this year. So I have no freaking sympathy.
Yeah.
Person in our comments, that wasn't us. That was someone who follows us.
Oh yeah, I'm not donating crap.
That's not us.
I subscribe to Off the Wall. I pay.
We donate our time to John. We've streamed with him.
I think I pay like $1 or $2, which I mean, every dollar counts, people. So like,
So once
please do subscribe to your monetized channels. However,
I hope Rask comes back. Kidney's killing me on my fantasy team.
no.
Speaking of, I didn't set my
Rask,
lineup.
you let that freaking shot in too, man. Like he would have been distracted and let it in.
distracted by what? Did
Oh, wow.
Brain, God,
you say the rain?
his own brain. He's
Oh,
got no,
shit.
he has like no mental focus. Like
That's like me.
Oh, okay,
Guys.
never mind.
Give us some hot takes in the comments. Who's gonna win this?
it's probably
I
the
think
fucking Sabres.
both are a hot take.
I say Sabres score in the last minute.
Yeah.
Mainly because I would like to see that happen.
I think the only way the Sabres could win is if it was in regulation. I think if they go to OT, the Bruins will win.
100% Dork. I forgot we played the Islanders Thursday. That's so upsetting. Like, I didn't want to hear that, man.
That's gonna be rough.
Bruins won in overtime, but it's just annoying. Not that it matters that they give a point to the Sabres because the Sabres are already so low, but like this that they had to go to overtime pisses me off. Like
Like what I said earlier, the Sabres are so important.
even if you can't, oh, it's not your fault. I just like to rant. Like if you can't win in regulation against the freaking Sabres, how the hell are you going to win against the Islanders? How are you going to win a friggin' playoff series? Like,
You're
God damn.
Well, they're a team that plays to their opponent. Just like Columbus. The Columbus plays like a bunch of morons trying to lick a doorknob when they play Detroit.
Ew.
And then they play Tampa and destroy them. It makes
Do you
it
remember when I said toilet versus toilet? Because I believe I was given heat for that.
I think it was the best comment
still
you've
will.
ever made.
And I believe that the Blue Jackets would have played like a toilet against the Blackhawks because the Blackhawks are another version of a toilet.
They
Somebody else.
sure are. They sure are. Zach, I hope you're hearing it. Fuck you. I hate the Blackhawks. I don't even care.
I know, yeah, your podcast has definitely gotten contentious these days.
Guys, someone get Alex a plunger.
Well, it's like we're dealing with that. And then he's an Indians fan. I'm a Reds fan. And then we're getting into the other leagues. So I've been really big into the KHL for like the last 5 or 6 years. And I'm an Avangard fan. And of course, I don't remember who he's picking. I think it's SKA or something like that. And they're a big rival of them. So it's like every league we're going through, figuring out which teams he likes and stuff. And then he keeps picking the teams that are like the Penguins and Flyers for every single league. I'm like, dude, you're just literally trying to get me to kill you every single day. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, at least you guys have a rivalry to build your show off of.
Yeah, you guys have a color scheme, black and yellow. All right.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know
Look at that. You just found the theme song to your new app.
No.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
Nah, my theme song.
Dude.
Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Boomer, I heard that. I heard that there were some less than pleasant people that were Hawks fans at our bar and up in like 225 last night.
What happened?
Hawks fans are dicks.
Well,
They're some of the worst. I think the worst fans I've ever dealt with, believe it or not, are Devils fans.
Really?
odd. They're just an odd bunch. They're just,
And it's the Devils fans in Columbus, which is weird.
Oh, I was gonna say I've never had an issue with Devils fans.
Like it's insane. I haven't been to New Jersey to what is it, the Prudential Center they play in?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there yet, but man, that was not a good first impression.
My
Considering
mom
like
for Prudential.
we were beating them like 5-0, and then my friend who's there, who's a Ducks fan, we ended up just borderline getting into a fight with these guys because these guys are like, "Oh, we're gonna kick your ass," blah blah. I'm like, dude, there's like 3 minutes left in the game. We're up 5-0. What are you doing? Like, shut up and go home. And he started throwing stuff at us. I'm like, okay, well, this is fun. It was nice and exciting.
Just another friendly reminder, we are at 42 likes. And there are 4 minutes left in the period.
Let's
Shannon,
go,
talk after.
Buffalo.
What'd you say?
I have to remind me to tell you something after this stream.
Okay.
God, it's so close.
Hey, Megan,
What?
don't forget to tell Shannon something after the stream.
Thank you. You're so good. Philly fan.
So.
Almost fought a Philly fan at the Cannon last year.
Oh,
his
yeah.
daughter.
Mhm.
I'll hurt bitches who mess with your daughter.
I've had one person try and mess with my kid when I took her to a game, and it was a Penguins fan.
Really?
Unsurprised. Pittsburgh fans fucking suck. Sorry,
Yep.
Meg.
I feel like we're fine.
Oh, man.
There's something about, it's the lack of a filter that bugs me, and maybe it's just because I've always met them in Washington D.C., so they just don't give a crap.
Oh, we're the worst when we're away.
But like screw you, man. Like,
I mean,
the worst
I
I'll do is say
I'm-
caps like that.
I'm
Like,
pretty nasty when I'm in DC as a Penguins fan. It's fine.
It wasn't enjoyable. But I think what made it better is because he sit there and was running his mouth, and he dumped He tried, didn't try. He did. He dumped his beer on me, and a lot of it got on my daughter. And my daughter looked at me with a smile, and she's like, "Daddy, he's an asshole." Yep, he sure
literally
is.
dumped a beer on you? What?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm proud.
It's a Penguins fan. Why not?
I've gotten a beer
They don't
dumped
have
on me
They don't
before.
have any reason.
What?
Have
Has
you
he had a
gotten
beer dumped on you before?
Yeah. Oh, me? Oh my
No,
God.
Shannon.
What'd you say, Megan?
Did you say you have?
Not by a Penguins fan, but yeah.
Oh, I'm
Is
in.
that just like a thing that happens?
It's crazy because beer's expensive, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, bitch, don't fucking waste that.
Oh, I'm
I've
up in
never
double
had
digits. I've had like 2 or 3 at hockey games. The most I've had are at football games.
I have had one at a concert and I think 1 or 2 at a hockey game.
I've never had someone dump a beer on me.
How does Meg not know that this happens?
I don't know.
What other like weapon do you have? Like, you're not gonna hit someone with something, you'll get ejected. All you have is beer.
People.
Or like people throw popcorn and shit, but that doesn't piss you off. It's when you
I
get
just yell at people.
See, Kev, the answer to that is every fan base always has another fan base that's more annoying. Well, the
Kev.
Penguins are the most annoying, so they don't have anyone that's more annoying, so they don't really get the experience.
That's a good explanation. That is a
Kevin.
perfect way to put it.
Kev, I swear to God, stay out of this.
And what Boomer said, 100% agree. The coolest fans I've ever met are Avalanche fans
Can't say I've met those.
all day. They are awesome. I've had them
Can't
buy
say
me.
I've had any fun with them.
I mean, that whole region of the country is just less offensive about their sports than the East Coast is.
Yep.
I think it depends on the sport.
No, you love Vegas fans, don't you?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to a game.
Oh, wow, what a backtrack.
No. You said they're fans. I don't know they're fans. I just root for the team.
We've met quite a few fans on the show.
What, like the pods? I think they're dope. But I've also heard really bad shit about Vegas fans. Have you not been there?
I think they have a really intense arena, but I don't think that they're offensive to other fans.
I don't know. I feel like we've heard some stories.
I haven't heard bad stuff about Vegas fans. I've heard bad stuff about Vegas.
No, we've definitely
I've heard bad stuff about like Sin City. Like, maybe not the hockey arena.
they're all on legal. Hey, marijuana's legal in New Jersey too, bruh.
Yeah, that's no longer an argument because it's illegal, or it's illegal in a lot of places.
I think it's also legal in New York now.
Not Ohio. Piece of shit.
Rough. Do you need anything? Just kind of. Just kidding. Ish. They paid my bar tab at our bar before the pandemic because I gave them $2. Oh, that's so wholesome. I want someone to pick up my bar tab.
Yep. Vegas is a trash can with a very shiny gold lid.
Very, very shiny. I saw like a picture recently of the Sean Washington. What's up, buddy?
John! I don't know why he gets
He comes in with the important facts.
John pops into the world. I don't think I've seen Sean Washington in years. Literal years.
What was it? Oh, I saw a picture of a Notre Dame like hockey whatever the other day, and their helmets are the same gold as Vegas, but that's like their brand, so it wasn't as obnoxious. But I literally mixed them up because I was like, who the frig else has these gold helmets and thinks that it's like
I hate the helmets.
so
So ugly. Oh, the worst.
I'm gonna die if this goes to overtime.
You guys always come up as my top thing on Facebook. Good.
Thank you,
The
Facebook.
Cats have officially beat the Flyers 6-1. That's always fun. The algorithm works, true.
The algorithm works on Facebook, but it's not to break YouTube's.
Go Pens. Exactly. Sean, I knew we were meant to be friends in some world. Wow.
How
Wait,
Wait, New Jersey Pittsburgh fans like
I don't know. I'm not mad at it though.
Boomer, you like the 3PO hump? Nope. Don't talk to me anymore. Don't DM me.
described that way.
I don't like you anymore, man.
Oh my god.
I can't believe this is going to overtime.
Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh. Yeah. Sad. Oh. Guys, this is exactly what Shannon
OT is happening. Confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, confirmed. Alex, Lil Boomer says, come on, man.
Sorry, dude.
Come on, man. Okay, guys, we are going to OT, but in the meantime, some score rundowns. The Rangers have beat the Devils 3-0. The Caps have beat the Flyers 6-1, which after losing to the Sabres, the Flyers deserve that. We are currently watching the Sabres and Boston, who, yep, John's right. Boston can't even beat Buffalo and Reg.
With
Calgary,
a new top 6 forward.
the Flames and the Leafs are tied at 2. The Preds are beating the Lightning 4-1, and the Panthers are currently beating Dallas 2-1. Not a bad night for hockey. What up, John? Is your stream over? That's fun. Guys.
Stream is over because his teams can end in regulation.
He streamed the Rangers game, which ended a while ago.
I saw that Hot Take Hockey was still live streaming, though. Their game's not over.
What's he streaming?
The Maple Leafs and the Flames.
Oh, yeah. They have 10 minutes left in the third. Everybody gets mad at me for being pessimistic. Yet shit happens. Sure. John, I said it from the beginning, the Sabres are going to win. Because I need that gap between Boston and the Pens. Because I don't want to risk having that 4 seed. I want that 3 seed or that 2, which I don't think I'm going to get the 2. But I'll take the 3. Got to be strategic here, y'all. Shannon, how do we feel about your young goalies? Or young goalie?
We have 2 young goalies.
The current one.
He's fine. I mean, one of the goals was his fault, one wasn't. He's going to get sent to the taxi squad anyway as soon as Rask gets back Thursday.
Wee. Jim, thanks for joining. Where the heck have you been? Okay, guys, OTs this season. The Sabres have yet to win one of just OT. They have one in shootout, but that's it.
They're the only team in the NHL that's not scored an OT goal.
I don't know. Really? What up, fellas? Meg, do you like the Carter trade? I'm not mad at it, but like also I don't think that's the trade we needed. I think he's going to be fine.
It's a bad trade.
Not what we needed. I would love to know the strategy behind that because I can't build a rationale in my head. So,
I mean, it's a classic Penguins move. You guys love to go and get old vets. Like, you guys don't rely on your young core. It's the reason the guys are keep forwards down in Oaks Bar.
Hey, old vet forwards are our go-to, apparently.
Yeah, until you're too freaking old to play.
Truth.
Oh, John, interesting.
Hot take, hot take.
It's the first time I've heard that.
Give me your reasoning. John, if you want to come on, let us know. We'll send you the link.
No, we are not going past overtime. I am drawing the line, people.
Next week.
We have literally been recording since 5 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
Ooh, good save, good save. I want the light behind Alex to go off again.
I hope he's got this game on for when
You get to set it to a specific team.
I can change it to teams, not a game, which kind of sucks. But
So you just change it to a team, and then it just goes third line center on the team.
Let me Boston.
That'd be fair.
Buffalo.
But John, I feel like
That's interesting. JB, will you send that to me?
yeah, Athletic did a great job.
There.
Yeah, put that
Now
in our
it's on for Boston and Buffalo, so it'll go off when one of them scores.
Thanks, Jim. Oh, cool.
Ooh. I didn't like that.
Wow, that was close. You guys really almost lost that.
Ooh.
Where am I sending? Send it to our Twitter at @sweetheartspod. I follow Twitter already. I'm hurt.
Good heavens.
Jim, I thought we were friends.
Can we get it out of our own zone, please?
Nope.
I'm going to know as soon because the stupid light's going to go off.
It's on
Yeah,
a delay.
But you're not going to know who.
If I turned it up.
Oh.
I follow you both. That's why I need to know where. Oh, that's fair.
Oh,
Guys, no one should follow my personal. It doesn't even talk about hockey. I post more about politics. It's fine.
And she never checks her Twitter.
I also check my own Twitter.
Unless I tell her there's specifically something she has to go to.
Unless people literally come at me, then I've gone on it. Can you tilt the camera so I can?
No, that's illegal.
Cannot stream this game. That is against the law. We do
Can
not
you like our video though, please?
Yeah. Maybe I'll consider. Meg doesn't check her Twitter. Kevin, you can politely see yourself out. It's not like you're tweeting at me at all. So, I hate everyone. Remember that time that the men of Belly Up Sports basically started a Twitter campaign to like hate on me?
Mm-hmm.
Funny. I don't think you were a part of it, Alex.
Oh, I was because I was on here. Because I think Kevin started it.
There's been a variety.
There's been too many.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Kevin started giving you shit because you weren't following him back.
No,
then,
I don't think Kevin started it. It was Kyle who started it. It was Broadway Hat.
It does not matter who is hating on you.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't, Kev.
We're about to lose.
Can't do that though.
This isn't fucking baseball, bro.
Yeah, man.
What sport are we playing?
Not fucking baseball, dude. Get your stick down.
Oh, they'll probably look at that. It's not over his shoulder.
It's above the crossbar, though.
I just saw because of off the wall. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you for subbing.
Wait, did they say no on the ice?
Yeah, it's no goal. It's above the crossbar. We're literally not playing baseball. You can't hit it that high.
Wait, Jim just said done and done. Who scored? Are the Bruins about to score right here?
Oh, Taylor Hall's on the ice, man. Let's move.
I really wanted it to be Taylor Hall too. Oh, nope, not yet. Jinder's nowhere that ahead of me
He looks more confident on the ice, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
right now. That would have been wild.
Oh, there's a penalty. But doesn't matter.
On who?
It would have been a penalty on Buffalo. It was a tripping penalty.
I don't think they tripped him.
Yeah, that was a clean
I
trip.
thought he just fell. Maybe I
No,
missed it.
That was a trip. But it's going to go to a shootout anyway.
Yeah. Lego.
Taylor Hall does look a lot more confident. You're right. That's one takeaway. Even if the Bruins do give up a point.
Yeah.
Do you think
It's
Taylor Hall's going to re-sign?
Yeah, he said he was comfortable re-signing. As long as, I mean, if they miss the playoffs, then he might reconsider. But I think there's enough there that what's he going to do? Go to another team? Like, his resume is already getting overloaded.
Oh, you can't beat.
How many jerseys can he have as the lowest costing jersey in the NHL?
Oh, no, you need to look at Alex Galchenyuk. He's been on like 7 different teams.
But the Taylor Hall Devils jersey is oh, yeah, you're right. I missed that the first time. That definitely was a joke. Sorry. It was like the lowest cost jersey in the NHL shop. It was funny. Thought about it. Didn't buy it. Okay, Shan. How is this going to end in the shootout?
Her nerves are through the roof. She can't even answer.
No, I checked my email. That was a mistake. The Bruins are historically not great at shootouts, but they have shown that they're all right this season with them. I mean, Swayman, I have not seen in a shootout, and Buffalo's backup goalies, and also because they pulled Olmark at the beginning of the game. So it's I have no fucking idea. You just made a sound, so
What? Oh,
right,
sorry. I
Swayman.
said one save. Sorry. I think I missed the Kessel Penguin jersey bonanza. Oh,
Charlie Coyle getting in. Yeah,
just spoil you.
Can't believe Charlie Coyle starting this shootout, though, man.
Yeah, but he did get it in.
I know, but that's just a bold move by Butch Cassidy. Right through the 5-hole, though.
That is surprising. Who do you think are going to be the other two? I really want to put Taylor Hall
Just
in.
going to keep Swayman up here because clearly it's working.
I want Taylor Hall to make the winning goal here. Sweet. Like, I hate that the scoreboard here doesn't mark all of them.
They keep going on his glove side. And
Yeah. They're literally shooting at his pads. It's ridiculous.
he's so confident in this shootout. It's comforting knowing how young he is.
Final.
Wow, that shot, DeBrusque. What a laser.
Beautiful. Done. Done and dusted.
There you go. There's the light.
Good work, Shani. It was all you. Yeah, that's so cool.
I wish they put Taylor Hall in. It would have been better, but
I know. It would have been so much fun.
well, folks, that's a 3-2 Bruins win by the skin of their fucking teeth. Taylor Hall got his first point with an assist in the second period. So good news here. Lazar, Hall, and Riley all looked pretty good in their Bruins debuts. So
Yeah, not mad at it.
I think once they get – the thing is there's only, 15 games left, so there's not a ton of time for them to get comfort under their skates. But I think with
the end of this
game, they're
Cool.
should be all right.
Yeah.
The Islanders are not a promising opponent to take on next with, with them needing time to get more comfortable. But I think with the day off, which the Bruins are desperately in need of, then they should be okay.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Okay,
If
guys.
you are one of the 22 people watching right now,
What?
if you are one of the 22 people watching right now and you have not liked the video or subscribed yet,
Please, please, please do that.
Do it right now. We're so close to 50 likes. Please, 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 please. We really appreciate all of you. I know some of you are new to us, and we really appreciate you guys hopping on. Thank you to Off the Wall Hockey and John for sending some new folks over here. It's been really great getting to know you guys. We usually do these every week. I know we've been off for a week or so. Yeah, 4 more likes, folks.
Yeah, 4 more. Guys, we have so much content coming soon. We had 3 interviews today that we did before this. We just want to keep pushing out content for you guys. So if you can subscribe, that'll tell us you want to hear more. But for now, Megan, Shannon, Alex is here sometimes.
We hit 50, folks.
Yeah!
Oh,
Shannon,
Megan, should we drop one? I guess I promised.
do the first one.
Yeah. So, all right. So we did 3 interviews today. I said if we hit 50 likes, I would let you know one of the 3 that we did. We interviewed Madison Packer, who is the captain of the Riveters. Her wife is now the GM of the Riveters, was the director of the NWHLPA. Madison is one of the second oldest tenured players in the NWHL, next to Jillian Dempsey, who's the captain of the Boston Pride, who we all know really well now that the Pride have won. Madison is a hilarious personality within the NWHL, has done a ton of advocacy for women's sports and women's hockey. She reminds me a lot of Megan Rapinoe in terms of her advocacy efforts and all of that. I highly recommend you check her out. We're really excited to release that interview. She's my favorite women's hockey player, so it was really an honor to get to meet her today and record that episode. And it was a really great conversation. So we're really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So again, if you have not yet, subscribe now so you don't miss it.
Guys, this has been a great night. Glad the Bruins were able to pull out that win for Shan. Shannon will announce the winner of our Taylor Hall puck giveaway tomorrow morning. So you have literally overnight while Shannon's sleeping to retweet that tweet on our Twitter, @SweetheartsPod. Just check it out. And if not, we will see you guys next week. Be sure to be back. We'll post what game we're going to stream sometime early next week, and we will see you there. Super excited. Thanks for joining us.
Subscribe now. Good night.